and bits, bacon, and steak dog food. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of the Carolina Panthers.
Whether you're at home or away, elevate your game in a new GMC Sierra 1500. Sierra comes suited up with winning features like an available 6-function multi-pro tailgate and advanced technology and safety to help you tackle the toughest jobs. Test drive the GMC Sierra today. The truck that's built to leave the competition on the sidelines and score extra points with a great deal. GMC, professional grade truck of the Carolina Panthers.
This is Bryce Young. Happy holidays from the Panthers and the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Carolina Panthers football is brought to you by Atrium Health. At Atrium Health, we do more to keep you moving, achieving, striving at every age and stage, so you can live fully.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona, La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
2 minutes left, and for the Panthers, their season will come down to Week 18. They're down 27-10 to Seattle. This was a 3-3 game at halftime, and really 2 turnovers in that third quarter by Carolina led to 14 points by Seattle, and then a big face mask on J.C. Horn on a 3rd down and 20. Extended a drive for Seattle. They kick a field goal to make it a 2-score game, and that was basically all she wrote. The Panthers here are taking a knee. The crowd boos, but this is tactical. There is no reason other than stat padding to try to play football here. You've got a crucial winner-take-all, essentially, matchup with Tampa next week. You want to be as healthy as you can for that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for us, it's like, hey, you want to get your guys out. For the most part, we're healthy today with the exception of J.T. Sanders. You don't want to get a big offensive lineman hurt. Taylor Moton, Corbett, Cade Mays, Damian Lewis, Ike Ekwonu. We got our 5 guys back. Just keep it that way. Obviously not the game that we wanted to play today, but it's still all right in front of us. For as poorly as we played today, it's still good to go in the locker room and say, hey, flush this one. Let's get ready for Tampa.
Bryce Young takes another knee, and there's about a minute 05 to go. It's 4th down and 9. Ball on the 14-yard line, and the Panthers look like it's just going to be one more knee, and then Seattle will get the ball back and presumably take one final knee. The Seahawks still have a chance at the number 1 seed in the NFC and home field throughout the playoffs. They close with San Francisco next week. Carolina heads to Tampa. Young with the knee, and it'll be Seattle ball with... They keep the clock running despite a 4th down knee. That should stop the clock, shouldn't it? 4th down and 9 when you take a knee.
Yeah, and Sam's coming out on the field.
Everybody was running off the field, and they stopped the clock, so they're going to have to add some time.
Yeah, they got run one more play.
Run one more play, and
now they've added 7 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, you think about it, like
34 seconds.
Yeah. You get your stats looking a little bit better, but what if a pass is a little bit high and a safety hits somebody in the rear? Just...
You still need it. It's not, the risk isn't there. It's not worth it.
No. And so, discretion, the better part of valor. Meanwhile, Miami has the football on a 3-point lead in the final 30 seconds against Tampa. Sam Darnold takes a knee. He beats his old team. And for the Panthers... it is now a 1-game season. They've just gone final in South Florida. Miami beats Tampa 20-17. Seattle has beaten Carolina 27-10. So these are the 2 scenarios to clinch the NFC South for the Panthers. If Carolina beats Tampa, the division is theirs. A home playoff game is theirs. The other, if Carolina loses and if the Atlanta Falcons somehow beat the Rams on Monday night in Atlanta, and then beat the Saints at home in Week 18, then the Panthers could conceivably lose to Tampa in Week 18, and they would still win the NFC South. I know what you guys are thinking. Let's not worry about what Atlanta has to do or doesn't have to do. If you take care of business against Tampa next week, you get a home playoff game. And listen, if the Carolina Panthers continue on this win one, lose one trajectory, if they win next week, we get playoff football.
Yeah, no, beating Tampa last week, the one thing we didn't have to worry about, hey, we got to play them the last week, right? So that's what it's about. That's what we're going to come down to.
Yeah, it's just a story of our season. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. So if the pattern stays correct, we've got Tampa right where we want them. But I mean, you hope that JT Sanders is okay. Get our full group of guys on offense next week. You hope T-Mac can get a little bit healthier. I felt like he was kind of playing in sand a little bit today. Didn't feel the same burst. I know he was a little bit sick. Good for him for battling through as a young player. You learn a lot about yourself as the season goes on, but we need to flush this one. We need to move on. It's got to be all about Tampa. And I know these fans came out excited today, and hopefully get one more opportunity to play in front of them.
Yeah, tough day for the offense. Just 139 yards, 1 for 11 on third down. Again, the final score, it's Seattle 27, Carolina 10. We pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
WRFX, Kannapolis, Charlotte. Panthers football and rock from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. This is 99.7 The Fox.
Well, that does.
You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available.
RingCentral will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
To give us some confidence heading into that 2011 season. Have you seen the legend of the game performances from some other guys? And do you have anything
doing a YouTube watching this week?
Additional to throw into it?
I did some research because you want to do it right.
Oh,
you want to do it right by the fans, the Bills Mafia. So Kyle Williams was unbelievable. Ryan Fitzpatrick knocked it out of the park. However, I don't think I can take off my shirt like he did, but no, obviously they're a great group of guys that have done this before, and just want to fill the part.
I mean, obviously you are in much better shape than Fitzpatrick could, but it might be taken as maybe being a little self-serving. Fitz does it from a vantage point of humility with his gut and his chest hair.
Yeah, he's got a carpet. Last one, your final season, you're playing in Jacksonville in 2017, and you experienced the postseason with the Jags. And you're playing the Bills in the wild card game as they broke their 17-year playoff drought. What was your impression of that Bills teams and the Bills fans that traveled to Jacksonville? You obviously had familiarity having played here. Were you surprised by the Bills fan base that showed up in Jacksonville for that wild card game?
Not at all, because playing for here for 4 years, you realize the devotion and dedication that these fans have to the organization. So you knew that Bills Mafia was going to travel well. I mean, these guys are obviously outstanding group. Kyle Williams, I mean, our guy Eric Wood, and then whoever the guard was,
Richie.
Oh my God! Decleated me on a screen. I still remember that I said, "Yeah, they got me." That's all there is to it. They got me.
One of my lasting memories from that game was we had staff members from that Jacksonville staff, so they give us all of the blitz calls. And so early in the game, I hear thunder or lightning or whatever it was. They bring pressure from one side. I slide the protection perfectly. That next third down, they flipped it. They got me. I came to the sideline. I said, "Hey, no one trust your ears the rest of the game." I'm like, Puzz knows that you guys are on staff, and I was like, they got us. So let's not rely on our ears for the rest of this one to give us the indications of the blitz.
There was some give and take then, because like I said, they man, great group. I mean, obviously, as you guys know,
you knew them, they knew you, so it was a little cat and mouse game for the whole game, and that was a low-scoring defensive affair.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
yes, it
10,
was.
I think it finished 10-3, 13-10, something like that.
10-3, I believe. Their defense was incredible that year.
Yeah. Buzz, great to see you, man. Kill it downstairs.
Pleasure.
Always great to have you.
Have some fun. Get them fired up. This is a big one.
We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio.
Ring Central will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. Ring Central, voice of your business.
James Cook has been so efficient this season, over 5 yards a carry on the entire season, 5.3 yards per carry. This is a Bills team that leads the league in rushing, number 2 in the league in yards per carry. And in a game where the rain may even inhibit this past game that hasn't been on fire without the rain, this rain probably inhibits it to where you think today's a day where we got to be able to establish the run. This is a Philly run defense that has been up and down this year on the season. They rank 21st in the league in yards per carry and rush yards per game given up. And so that's an area of the defense that I expect this Bills team to try and exploit early and often. And then as soon as you see too many bodies come in the box, you see some looks on the outside you can take advantage of, then you lean into the passing game.
Cook should be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year, and he's going up against the reigning Offensive Player of the Year in Saquon Barkley, who we'll talk about in just a bit. But first, we need to take a closer look at a consistent theme on defense, which has been who will that unit be without this week? And there is a pretty important absence today in Buffalo's secondary. For more on that, we turn to our sideline reporter, Sal Capaccio. Good afternoon, Sal.
Good afternoon, guys. Standing down here, and it's in a very, very rain-soaked field at Highmark Stadium. We're expecting rain throughout, but it might lighten up a little in a little while. We'll see about that. This is the Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. When quality counts to Stellar Roofing, siding, and windows. We know Jordan Poyer is not playing in this game. Daquan Jones is not playing in this game. Jordan Phillips is not playing in this game. What to expect from the secondary? Most likely Cam Lewis. I watched Darnell Savage warm up as well. He could get some time at safety. We'll see how the Bills play it on that side of the ball. But, of course, it's going to be a challenge against the Philadelphia Eagles and, of course, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and one other option is the rookie Jordan Hancock, who could be rotated in as well based on situation. For the second straight week, Buffalo's place kicker, Matt Prater, is unavailable with a quad injury on his kicking leg. What are the thoughts on Michael Badgley, Sal, after his performance last week?
You know, last week he banged one off the upright, the extra point, and then he missed a kickoff that did not land in the landing zone. When Sean McDermott joined me for his weekly radio interview on our flagship, WGR Sports Radio 550 in Buffalo, I asked him about having the confidence still in him this week, even though they did work out a couple of kickers. He said he still made a couple of big kicks last week, and they're going to maintain that confidence in him today as he trots out Michael Badgley on a rainy field today where, guys, ball security, snaps, kicks, everything is going to be on the table today to be very aware of.
And then finally, we know Dalton Kincaid is not in the offensive lineup, a familiar and reliable target for Josh Allen when he is in the lineup in the passing game. How does the passing game adjust without him?
Well, Kaleki Latu has been elevated from the practice squad. He is a pass-catching tight end, not as much of a blocking tight end. And, of course, they have Jackson Hawes, who is a blocking tight end. Dawson Knox, he's been questionable, but he is playing in this game. Dawson Knox, we'll see exactly what he's going to do. I wonder if the Bills use a little bit more of Alec Anderson in the run game. And, of course, in the passing game, Gabe Davis has been activated in this game, meaning on the active roster where he was inactive last week. So I suspect the Buffalo Bills are going to go more of a run-heavy game, but also use those guys in the intermediate and shorter routes like Gabe Davis, Jackson Hawes, and Kaleki Latu.
All right, Sal, thanks very much. We'll catch up with you a little bit after kickoff. As Sal mentioned, it is raining here at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Conditions not all that different from the last meeting between these two teams in 2023 when it rained for the entire game, which went to overtime with the Eagles ultimately prevailing 37-34. We take a break here, but when we come back, we'll take a closer look at what will be just the fifth regular season matchup since 1950 between quarterbacks with 30-plus offensive touchdowns and 10 or more victories entering the game. How did the home quarterback fare in the previous four? We'll let you know when we return here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
The Buffalo Bills pregame show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Houghton University, discover New York's leading evangelical Christ-centered university.
Powered by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Buffalo Bills.
By Tullamore Dew, when it's game time, it's Tully time.
By New York State Office of Mental Health. Visit bewell.ny.gov for wellness tips to help you manage stress and be well.
And by Dyna Braid Tools, inspired in Buffalo, built by Wins.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
When a car hit me, I called my attorneys at the Barnes firm. They got me $2 million, 40 times more than the insurance offered.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. What's your case really worth? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
After my car accident, I didn't know if I had a case. So I called my attorneys at the Barnes firm. They got me $600,000.
Do you have a case? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grinder, 500 Pearl.
Great care depends on strong connections. And in this time of rapidly changing healthcare needs, United Healthcare is helping you stay connected to the people and services you depend on in many important ways. From virtual doctor visits to prescriptions delivered by mail to 24/7 one-on-one support. When you choose United Healthcare plans, we'll help you get the care you need quickly and easily. To learn more, call United Healthcare today at 844-731-2602.
FanDuel's getting you ready for game day with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issue is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
When it's game time on the job site, Skyworks Equipment Rental is your MVP. From aerial lifts to concrete gear, telehandlers, forklifts, and more, Skyworks brings the heavy equipment playbook to keep your project driving forward. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, and Southeast, and delivering nationwide, Skyworks has the power and the precision to score big for your crew. Rent it, buy it, or service your own with our factory-trained technicians. Visit SkyworksLLC.com today. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
Football and Miller Lite, Buffalo's greatest pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes, followed by Monday morning swagger. Knocking on bar tops for luck. Kicking back on any given Sunday. You never forget the way some things taste. Bills football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back to Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Chris Brown, Eric Wood, getting you ready for Bills-Eagles. It's a marquee quarterback matchup when it comes to touchdown makers. Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts both rank in the top 3 in offensive touchdowns since 2022, and then ranked second and third in rushing touchdowns over that span. Allen and Hurts are the only two players with 50 or more passing touchdowns and 20 or more rushing touchdowns over the last 3 seasons. And not surprisingly, Eric, Allen and Hurts rank first and second in victories since 2022 with 48 and 47 respectively.
Yeah, these are two very consistent dual-threat quarterbacks, what you're looking for nowadays in this day and age of football with the mobility and also the ability to throw the football. Jalen Hurts, touchdown maker with these tush pushes over these last few years to where as soon as they get in a situation where it's 3rd and 2, okay, well, we might just line up and do the tush push back-to-back plays because we're likely getting over a yard each time. And then we've seen them use it a ton in the red zone, which has led to a bunch of touchdowns for Jalen Hurts as well.
As mentioned before the break, this is just the 5th time two quarterbacks with 30 or more touchdowns and 10 or more wins have met since 1950. The home quarterback has won each of the previous 4 meetings. The Eagles' offense has had its own share of problems this season, getting on track, but much like Buffalo, they found stability in leaning on their run game of late. Saquon Barkley has gone over 100 yards rushing in 2 of his last 3 games, and against Buffalo's 30th ranked run defense, you would expect the Eagles to test Buffalo with their ground game early.
They certainly will. They're going to try to get Saquon going early in this one, and then the big thing for the Bills will be not letting those big chunk plays happen that we've seen them been so costly for them all throughout this season. And so the Bills have got to do a great job of tackling, and that can be an issue in the rain. The footing can get bad at times, to where even though this is an artificial surface, it can get slick with this weather. So you got to be in a good position to be able to wrap up and make the tackle, and then ball carriers can often be slippier, and you could slide off of them because everybody out here on this field today is going to be soaked.
And how much have the Eagles leaned into their run game? Well, Barkley leads the league with 63 carries since Week 14 and has a rushing touchdown in each of his last 3 games. Eric, if there is one thing that Buffalo's defense has done very well in recent weeks, it's shutting down the opponent's top receiving threat. And for the Eagles, that is A.J. Brown, who has had 10 or more targets in 4 of the Eagles' last 5 games. That's Eric's University of Knowledge, brought to you by Houghton University, New York's leading Christ-centered university. Knowing the Bills have had Christian Benford follow the opponent's top receiver in the last handful of games, Eric, how do you see the Bills approaching A.J. Brown this afternoon?
Yeah, I'd imagine when it is man-to-man coverage, you'll have Christian Benford shadowing him. A.J. Brown is a big physical receiver, 6'1", 225 pounds. And so Christian Benford and his physicality likely matches up better with him. And then A.J. Brown is their leading receiver. He's only got 4 more yards on the season, though, than Devontae Smith, their super speedy wide receiver. So whether that's Max Harrison or Tre'Davious White at times, you're likely putting him up against Devontae Smith. And then when you do go to your zone coverages, at times you'll still shadow, so it doesn't become obvious that it's not man-to-man coverage on the play.
And in addition to those 2 receivers, they also have tight end Dallas Goedert, who is a huge target at 6'6", and he leads the team with 10 receiving touchdowns, which is also tied for the league lead amongst tight ends. He is a big target to contend with, and with Cam Lewis, potentially Darnell Savage in the secondary as new additions, they got to have that buttoned up.
They do. So down in the red zone, especially down in the red zone, he's a guy that you have to worry about. You want to jam him at the line of scrimmage, try to disrupt the timing, which can often be an issue for a taller tight end. And then, if possible, whether that's Cole Bishop or potentially even linebackers at times, you get some more size on him so he doesn't have such a height advantage.
Time now for Eric's keys to the game for a matchup that the Bills fans are hoping is not close.
Key number 1 is no Saquon explosives today. Make him earn it all throughout this game. We've seen Saquon throughout the season bring his average yards per carry from last year at 5.8 to now down to 4.1 on the season this year, because at times he's searching for those big plays. You got to stop those explosives. Key number 2, the Bills got to get their run game going. It's likely going to be hard to throw the football here today. And so you got to get that ground game going against an Eagles team that has struggled at times this season against the run. Now, they do get Jalen Carter back this week, which should help in their rush defense. And then number 3, you got to protect Josh Allen here today. Key number 1, the biggest thing for the remainder of the season is getting Josh Allen to the playoffs healthy. This is a Eagles team of the last 4 games, leads the league in sack rate, whether that's additional blockers at times, getting to some quicker routes. You got to be able to protect Josh Allen here today. Tweaked his foot in the game against the Browns a week ago. Mobility likely not at its peak for Josh, so you got to do a great job protecting him in the pocket.
We were watching him in pregame warm-ups. He was moving somewhat gingerly on that right foot. That is also his plant foot to drive off of when he throws the football. We'll keep a close eye on that as the game unfolds. Today's starting lineups brought to you by Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers. First for the Bills offense.
Dawson Knox, tight end, Ole Miss. Deion Dawkins, offensive tackle, Temple University. Dave Edwards, guard, Wisconsin. Connor McGovern, offensive line, Penn State. Osiris Torrance, guard, University of Florida.
Spencer Brown, Northern Iowa, offensive tackle.
Reggie Gilliam, fullback, Toledo. Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
James Cook, running back, Georgia. Khalil Shakir, wide receiver, Boise State.
Joshua Palmer, wide receiver, University of Tennessee.
And now for the Bills defense.
Gregory Russo, defensive end, University of Miami.
Deion Walker, defensive tackle, University of Kentucky. Larry Ogunjobi, defensive tackle, UNC Charlotte.
Joey Bosa, defensive end, The Ohio State University.
Matt Milano, linebacker, Boston College.
Shaq Thompson, linebacker, Washington. Christian Benford, defensive back, Villanova University.
Taryn Johnson, cornerback from Weber State.
Tre'Davious White, defensive back, LSU.
Cole Bishop, safety, University of Utah.
Cam Lewis, corner, Buffalo.
Since the start of the 2020 season, the Bills are 22-6 against NFC teams, including 13-1 at home, the best home interconference record in the NFL over that span. No NFC team has defeated the Bills in regulation at Highmark Stadium since the Eagles did it in October of 2019. And Eric, this is clearly one of the most elite rosters the Bills have faced this season in terms of talent. The Bills are down in numbers, including one of their most talented pass-catching tight ends in Dalton Kincaid, also missing Jordan Poyer and veteran Daquan Jones. How do the coaches help the players make up for what might be a quote-unquote talent differential that clearly slants toward the Eagles today?
Yeah, they got top-end talent all over the board. When you look at the pass rushers, the guys they have up front across their defensive front, and then even in the secondary, they're superstars all over the board. So you go into a game like this, you try and out-physical them, you establish the run, you get some quick game going, and you try and out-scheme them on both sides of the ball. Defensively, you know, you're trying to take advantage of some spots they might be dinged up. Right tackle, Lane Johnson, their all-pro right tackle, he is out of this game. So can you attack that spot and some other matchups across this offensive line? But, you know, they're having a similar conversation likely in the Eagles radio booth right now, saying, how do we slow down Josh Allen? How do we slow down this rushing attack? Bills certainly have their fair share of star power as well.
And it was a great game the last time these two teams squared off in 2023. Also a rain-soaked game in Philadelphia. Allen and Hurts combined for 9 touchdowns in that game. Allen, 2 passing, 2 rushing. Hurts, 3 passing, 2 rushing, and an overtime win for the Eagles. Are we expecting a high-scoring affair? Sometimes people say with wet weather, defenders have trouble covering. They slip, they fall, long plays after a catch. What do you think? You think it could be a high-scoring affair?
It certainly could be. I wouldn't expect it too much, just based upon the fact that both these teams will likely try and establish the run, which can often shorten the game and limit the amount of possessions that you get.
Let's take a moment to honor the brave men and women of our military and thank them for all the sacrifices they have made to keep us safe. We salute you. This salute is proudly presented by Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time. The coin toss and opening kickoff are coming up. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
The Buffalo Bills pregame show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
By New Era Cap, the official cap of Josh Allen and the NFL.
By Dr. Todd Shatkin and the Aesthetic Associate Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery.
By ECMC, my choice, better health, ECMC.
And by New York State Office of Mental Health. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support from trained counselors.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire protection, security, and video monitoring systems. You've worked hard to build your business. Protect your employees, yourself, and your assets by leaving your company's security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake for a comprehensive security assessment. We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake or go to glbs-inc.com.
Winter weather is here. Is your home ready? Get your next home exterior project done now with no payments until 2027. Take advantage of this limited time financing to protect your home as snow and ice set in. Our team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Get peace of mind for the cold months ahead. When quality counts, call
320-7663.
Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Hey folks, Joe Caldarelli from Mike Barney Nissan. For 6 months in a row, we've outsold all 54 Nissan dealers across the state because we always sell for a lot less. And we've created a fun experience the customers are raving about. Now till the end of the year, anyone that buys or leases any new or used vehicle at Mike Barney Nissan will carry home a brand new 65-inch smart TV. The lowest prices, the most enjoyable car buying experience, and a brand new 65-inch TV.
Mike Barney Nissan.
Awesome cars, great dealership, lousy jingle.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Week 17 of the NFL. The Bills are officially in the playoffs. Who they play and when they play, well, that's another matter. And after another heart attack victory last weekend,
Dawson Knox had it in his hands and could not secure it.
And Michael Badgley, who was cut by the Colts 2 weeks ago after missing an extra point. Oh, on cue. Doink.
What can we expect today? Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. Now, live from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, here's Sal Capaccio, Eric Wood, and your voice of the Buffalo Bills, Chris Brown.
And welcome back to a very soggy Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York for this Week 17 matchup between the 10-5 Philadelphia Eagles and the 11-4 Buffalo Bills. Captains making their way to the middle of the field. Reed Blankenship, Zach Bond, and Jordan Mailata for the Eagles. Terrell Bernard, David Edwards, Reggie Gilliam for the Bills. Head referee today is Ron Torbert, who is in his 16th season as an official and 12th as a head referee. His crew has called the 5th most penalties and the 8th most penalties assessed.
Captains, welcome to today's game. Here's the coin that we will use for the toss. The side with the NFL shield is heads. The side with my number 62 is tails. Philadelphia, you are the visitors today. What's your call? Tails. Tails is the call. Tails is the call. It is heads. You've won the toss. Buffalo's won the toss. Deferred their choice of the second half. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? Turn. Flip around, please. Philadelphia will receive the opening kickoff. Let's play football.
So the Bills won the opening coin toss. They'll be kicking towards the scoreboard end. It's time now, though, for our legend of the game. And that is Paul Posluszny, who's going to be doing that.
PFLO Store legend of the game. It's linebacker Paul Posluszny.
So thankful to be back in front of the greatest, most devoted fans in all the NFL. Let's show everybody what the Bills Mafia is all about. Hey! Hey! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! Where else would you rather be than right here?
All right, good job by Puzz. The opening kickoff is brought to you by Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Bills wearing their alternate home uniform, white helmet with the blue charging Buffalo on the side, and they're donning their red jersey with white numbers outlined in blue-white pants with a red stripe down the side, bordered by 2 blue stripes and red socks. Eagles wearing their midnight green helmets with the white eagle wings wrapping around the front, white jerseys with green numbers outlined in black, white pants with a thick green and black stripe down the side of the leg with white socks. Michael Badgley up again from the practice squad for the second straight week, here to do the kicking honors for the Bills today. Britton Covey, Will Shipley, deep to return for Philadelphia. Rain expected to fall throughout the afternoon and the game. Not going to let up until tomorrow morning here in Western New York. There's the kickoff, and we are underway. And it's going to be fielded by by Shipley at the 10. Dodges a defender. He's up over the 30 and dropped at the 32-yard line. In the middle of that one was Shaq Thompson. And Sam Franklin came in with a helper at the end there. There is a flag on the play here on the near sideline. We'll see what it's about as one of the assistants is talking to Torbert.
The Eagles are lining up like it's not going to come back. Waiting to get an indication here from the officials as they're still gathering right around the 20-yard line. Chains are lined up here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Chain gang's all set up at the 33 officially.
Illegal formation by the receiving team. Only had 2 players outside the right inbounds line. It's a 5-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down, Philadelphia.
So they didn't have enough players up on the line in the restraining area. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and that'll back them up to their own 28, where they'll start 1st and 10 here, opening possession of the game. Jalen Hurts going to go under center here. Saquon Barkley, the lone setback. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, going to roll to his right. Has all kinds of space in front of him, looking deep down the right side. Intended for Dotson, but it's out of bounds. Tre'Davious White in coverage. An uncatchable football here to start.
Thought the Eagles would come in and try and establish the run game early, so the Bills sell out on the run here on the play fake to Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts able to break the pocket out to his right on a play-action rollout. Great job in coverage on the back end as they force Jalen Hurts to try and fit that ball into the sideline.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2nd and 10 here for the Eagles at their own 28. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, and now A.J. Brown in motion right to left. Hurts in the shotgun with Barkley in the backfield. Here's a snap. Back to pass on a 3-step drop. Pocket collapsing. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Bringing the pressure there was Greg Rousseau. It'd be nice to see him pick up where he left off last week.
There's no intentional grounding. Number 6 was in the vicinity. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
The Bills are on a stunt up front, so Greg Rousseau ends up coming inside, rushing against the left guard, Landon Dickerson, able to force Jalen Hurts to just essentially have to throw that ball away. Greg Rousseau coming off a 2.5 sack performance last week against the Browns.
Raining harder now. Here on this 3rd and 10, play clock down to 4. Hurts in the shotgun, play clock down to 2. Here's the snap, back to pass, has time, looking left sideline, and it's complete to A.J. Brown, but he is a yard short of the marker as Christian Benford shoved him over the sideline, not giving him any extra yards after the catch.
That's great coverage there by Christian Benford. We're going to call that the perfect coverage of the game, brought to you by United Healthcare. Find out more about our community plans at uhccommunityplanbuffalo.com. Christian Benford not allowing A.J. Brown to get to the sticks in perfect coverage to be able to stop him immediately on the catch point to force the 3-and-out to start the game.
Braden Mann on to punt this one away. Khalil Shakir deep to return for Buffalo, standing at his own 15-yard line. There's the snap. And the kick is up and away. Bill's got some good pressure there. It's a wobbler. And Shakir going to let it bounce at the 15-yard line. And it's going to take an Eagles bounce down to the 10. As Shakir said, get away, get away, get away. And it looks like that's where the offense is going to get started here as Keely Ringo down the ball. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, we'll keep an eye if anything changes throughout the game. But Terrell Bernard did get the start at middle linebacker for the Bills. And then expectedly, Cam Lewis started at safety in place of Jordan Poyer, but it was Terrell Bernard at the mic.
All right, thanks for that update, Sal. It's the Bills' first drive of the game, driven to you by your Upstate Honda dealers. For great deals on the all-new Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
A little surprising that the Eagles start the game with 3 straight passes. I wouldn't expect the Bills to start that way here offensively on their first possession.
Allen going to go under center here. Bunch formation left, and now Gabe Davis with some motion comes back to the left side. Cook the lone setback. And now Shakir moves over to the right side. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Working his way up the middle there. and gets out to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7, as there was a lot of traffic there between the tackles.
There was. And this Eagles defense gets back Jalen Carter this week, the uber-talented third-year player out of Georgia, pairing up with Jordan Davis in the middle. That's a very tough matchup for the interior of this Bills offensive line.
Cook going to remain the lone setback here. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Allen under center here on 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, takes the handoff, play action, over the middle. It's complete to Knox, who lowers the shoulder and is tackled by Blankenship, but it's a first down for Buffalo as he's out to the 28-yard line. It's a 15-yard pass play.
Hard play action utilized by the Bills, gets the linebackers to suck up into the line of scrimmage, and Dawson Knox goes right behind him, able to run away from Blankenship, who was in man coverage there to pick up the first.
The Shatkin first down, presented by Dr. Todd Shatkin in the Aesthetic Associates Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery. Allen in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 28. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Cook to the left of him in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, bend it to the left side, shakes the defender up the sideline, and he's got the first down. It's a 10-yard scamper by James Cook. Oh, he shook the corner, Quinyon Mitchell, out of his shoes.
Yeah, Cook saw one-on-one with a corner on the outside, and that's a situation where James Cook is going to bet on himself in those situations, and he makes Mitchell go right down to the turf. Oftentimes when it's wet conditions like this, running backs can put those defenders on skates, and that's what Cook did right there.
So 10 yards on the carry by Cook. 1st and 10 from the 38. Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his left. Orbit motion from Shakir. Back to pass. Fires to Cook out of the backfield, and he's out to the 40-yard line. But Blankenship, the safety, closes quickly to make the tackle and prevent yards after catch.
It looks like early on when the Bills go to pass, they're trying to get the ball into Josh Allen's hands quickly, not let these Eagles pass rushers get up the field. There he had outlets on either side with Shakir going from the orbit out to his right, Cook to the left. He hits Cook for the gain of 3.
Ray Davis checks into the game for Cook. He's the lone setback here. Receiver to each side, and Shakir in motion coming over to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Allen back to pass. Going to go tunnel screen to Shakir on the left. Trying to work through tacklers and gets past the first one, but not the second, as he's dropped there by Cooper DeJean at the 43-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 after a gain of 2.
That's a new wrinkle for this Bills offense, kind of a delayed screen on the outside to Shakir as they got the offensive lineman out in front of them. Good job by the Eagles rallying to the football to force this 3rd and 4. The Bills, the 4th best offense in the league on 3rd down. This Eagles defense gives up 40% of their 3rd downs, 18th in the league.
Allen in the shotgun, 1 receiver right, 2 to the left with the tight end Knox. And to the right of Allen in the backfield is Ty Johnson. 4 on the play clock on 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen back to pass. Pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. Almost lost the football. And he's going to get dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. And there is a flag on the play in the Eagles secondary as Zach Bond made the stop on Allen. So we'll see what the penalty's about in the secondary.
Defense, number 39. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So the safety, Marcus Epps, is the guilty party, and it'll give Buffalo a fresh set of downs, so a bailout by the penalty.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir had an in-breaking route, and he was grabbed around his waist, and looks like they're going to call that pretty tight here. As the Bills defenders are watching that replay here in the stadium, they got to be thinking to themselves that they're going to call this very tight on the back end here.
Kaleki Latu checks into the game. The practice squad elevation. Bunch formation right. Cook to the right of Allen. The shotgun. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Going to work around the left side. And this time Mitchell was ready and made the tackle after a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 as we're up under 10 minutes in this opening quarter. No score.
Yeah, he juked Mitchell out of his shoes earlier on this drive. There he tries to go right over the top of him. It's a nice play on the outside by Mitchell to bring Cook down for just a gain of 3. Cook visibly upset with himself after that one. Thought he was going to be able to make a miss there.
3 to the right, 1 to the left, and Cook flared out in the left in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 7. And now Cook comes in tighter next to Allen in the backfield. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Allen back to pass, fires, and it's off the mark. Pass was low, intended for Cook underneath. On the check down in coverage there was the linebacker Jahad Campbell, and now it's 3rd and 7 with 9:25 left in the opening quarter.
The 9th play of the drive coming up for the Bills as they face a 3rd and 7 here. On that first 3rd down, the Eagles were able to get to Josh Allen. It looked like he was going to be able to escape the pocket. Potentially that foot bothering him and not having the same mobility here. The Bills got to do a great job of protecting Josh Allen in the pocket here.
Ty Johnson into the game as the 3rd down back, but he's split out wide. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Allen in the shotgun on 3rd and 7. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. And Allen's going to get taken down for the sack and thrown down hard by Jalix Hunt. Eric told you at the beginning of the game, this team has the highest sack rate in the league over the last 4 weeks, and we saw it on display there. That was just a 4-man rush.
4-man rush. They run a stunt on the left-hand side, and they beat Deion Dawkins and David Edwards, and Hunt comes completely clean, and when a guy's coming up the barrel of the pocket like that, Josh had nowhere to go.
It's a 10-yard loss on the play, and the punt unit's on for Buffalo here. Wishnowski set to kick this one away to Britton Covey. Pretty good punt returner. Kick is up and away, end over end. Fair catch signaled for by Covey, who would have had running room, but elects to field it at his own 13-yard line, where the Eagles offense will come out. 8:38 left opening quarter, no score. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
In Buffalo, we win together. On the field or on the factory floor, success is built as a team. At Dynabrade, we make American-made tools right here in Buffalo, driven by one goal, getting better every day. For our customers, for our community, for the future. Teamwork, continuous improvement, sustainability, customer focus. If those values speak to you, you belong with us. Dynabrade is hiring. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, with us at Dynabrade? Visit Dynabrade.com.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota. Let's go places.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to Northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Injured in a car crash? Call the 8s for a free consultation.
I'm attorney Ross Salino. Here's what Salino Law wants you to know about the insurance company. They don't want to pay you, but they absolutely can. They don't see you as a person, but we do. At Salino Law, we make it tough on the insurance company while making it easier on you.
Call the 8s. Delaware Avenue, Buffalo.
Presented by FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. When quality counts, choose Stellar Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Of course, one more scheduled game here at Highmark Stadium. We'll find out about the postseason as this one goes on, but from 2020 until now, the Bills far and away have the best home record in the NFL here. 851 winning percentage. The next closest is Green Bay at 750, the Kansas City at Arrowhead at 740, but 851. They're looking to build on that today here against the Eagles. No score midway through the first quarter.
And as we heard Sal mention on the first possession, Terrell Bernard again out there running the defense. We saw Shaq Thompson start at middle linebacker at the beginning of the game against Cleveland last week. He is available to play, but it's Bernard and Milano here, as Hurts going to go from the shotgun on 1st and 10 from their own 13. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Barkley to the right of Hurts in the backfield and now flips to the left side of him. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Barkley coming over the right side. He's wrapped up and they rally to the football, but he does get out to the 16 for a gain of 3. Taron Johnson, Terrell Bernard, first in on the stop.
the Bills were firing Taron Johnson from the nickel spot. Jalen Hurts able to recognize that prior to the snap, so he flipped Saquon Barkley to run away from it. The Bills only give up 3 on the play there.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2nd and 7 here as we come up on 8 minutes left. Opening quarter, no score. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And now Barkley retreats to the backfield to the left of Hurts in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Barkley. Going to bust it outside. Has the edge. Turns it up at the 20 and is forced over the sideline by Cam Lewis, who closed quickly, but not before a first down as he's out of bounds at the 24, and that'll move the sticks.
Andre Jones Jr. was the defensive end of that side. He made an inside move on the right tackle, Fred Johnson, and Matt Milano doesn't replace him off the edge. One of those 2 defenders was responsible for making sure that ball doesn't go outside, and Saquon Barkley makes him pay.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and now in motion left to right is Cooper. Handoff goes to Barkley over the left side. He's wrapped up, and he's brought down by Fedarian Mathis and Andre Jones, the practice squad elevation.
Great job by Fedarian Mathis working down the line of scrimmage there to stop Saquon Barkley on the play. This Eagles team started the game off with 3 straight passes and go 3 and out. Now we've seen 3 straight runs with Saquon Barkley.
2 tight ends set here from the Eagles on 2nd and 9 with 7 minutes and counting left in the opening quarter. We are scoreless. This is a second possession of the game for the Eagles. Hurts in the shotgun. Barkley to his right. 2 receivers right. Play clock down to 5. Late motion from Brown right to left. Here's the snap. Hurts back to pass, looking left, now over the middle, and it's through the hands. And incomplete. Dallas Goedert, the intended receiver, but that wet football getting more and more difficult to hold on to. Matt Milano in coverage.
Yeah, any balls that are thrown as hot as that one were, it's going to be tough to make those catches. Great job by the Bills safeties there, disguising coverage. They had all 11 guys in the box, and then they end up rotating out the last second to a too-high look to now bring up a 3rd and 9.
6:42 left opening quarter. Big 3rd and 9 here for the Eagles. Crowd getting into it. Shipley has checked into the game as the 3rd down back. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Handoff to Shipley. Through a hole up the middle, but he's going to come up woefully short of the first down marker as Matt Milano is in there to make the stop, and the punt unit will come out again for Philadelphia.
The Bills had 7 guys up at the line of scrimmage. Interesting play call there by the Eagles, trying to catch the Bills off guard, I guess, on 3rd and 9. You would have thought with the amount of talent that they have on the outside and the tight end position, you'd think they'd try and pick that one up through the air. Instead, they run it for a gain of 5, and they'll punt this ball away again.
Shakir deep to return for Buffalo. His man is on to kick his second ball away of the game. High snap, but he gets it, and it's a low-angled punt, and Shakir is saying stay away again. This one bounces sideways and over the far sideline, and it's going to be marked at the 26-yard line. Better drive start this time. 44-yard punt, no return. 5:56 left, opening quarter. We are scoreless. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
By Northtown Automotive. Get a Northtown Engine Shield engine warranty on virtually every new and used Northtown vehicle.
By Excelsior Orthopedics Express. Sideline with a sprain, strain, or break? Get to Excelsior Orthopedics Express.
And by United Healthcare. Find out more about our community plans at uhcommunityplanbuffalo.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The magic isn't over yet. Target's clearance event is happening now with savings of up to 50%. It's the perfect time to get set for the year with great deals on clothing and shoes for the whole family, beauty faves for every style, toys that keep the fun going, and so much more. Don't miss out because these deals go fast. Score incredible savings and keep the magic going during the clearance event, now in stores, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back here at Highmark Stadium, I got to tell you, it is right now as bad as it's been all day today, guys, as far as the rain coming down. Maybe it just lightened up a little bit about 2 minutes ago compared to what it was when the Eagles had the ball, but man, it is really coming down here, and I think that's why the Eagles probably played a little more conservative in that last drive.
It is going to remain a steady rain throughout. That is the forecast. It's supposed to rain into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning here in Western New York. James Cook, the lone setback. Allen going to go under center on 1st and 10 from the 26. 5:56 left, opening quarter. No score. And Allen fumbled the snap and has to fall on it at the 20. It's a loss of 6 on the play. Jalen Carter tapped him down. And he'll get credit for a sack here, presumably, unless it's ruled an aborted play.
And that ball just slipped right through Josh Allen's hands. He's worked so much with Connor McGovern. We never see those issues with the snap. A lot of times you'll see the officials out there with towels to put over the football, and that ball generally gets wetter as the drive goes on. It's surprising to see that on the first play of the drive.
2nd and 16 now at the 20. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Bunch formation right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Back to pass, has time. Looking deep down the field. He's got Cooks, and he's got it. Caught at the 32-yard line. Brandon Cooks, welcome to the party. They've had some deep shot availability in weeks past. They couldn't connect. They do here.
And that's what you were hoping for when you brought in Brandon Cooks, to be able to use that speed, and they get him one-on-one there against Cooper DeJean, who gets caught looking in the backfield, and Brandon Cooks makes him pay for the big gain.
It's a 50-yard pass play. 1st and 10 from the Eagles 30. Handoff to Cook. Cuts it inside. Driving his legs and the surge, pushing him forward for a 7-yard gain down to the 23.
And we're going to call that play to Cooks, the New Era signature play of the game, brought to you by New Era Cap, the official cap of Josh Allen in the NFL. Stay tuned after the game to find out if that is it.
Jahad Campbell made the tackle on that last carry by Cook. He's the lone setback again here on 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff. Allen rolling right. Stops the plant. Now moves again. Looking for somebody open. And he gets tomahawked and fumbles the football. The ball is loose at midfield. There's a scramble for it. And the Eagles hop on top of it. Allen is insisting that he threw the ball. But the ref is ruling it is Eagles ball at the Buffalo 41.
We're seeing the rain play a factor. We're getting to see the replay now.
A fumble recovered by the defense. It's Philadelphia's ball.
Allen insisted his hands coming forward.
And then Josh didn't even make an effort for the ball because he was so adamant that he did throw that one. This is going to be a massive review coming up potentially.
Hey fans, if you're ever in a car crash, you've got to call the Barnes firm at 1-800-8-MILLION. Our hometown attorneys will fight to help you get the best result possible. And remember to drive safely. We're scoreless. 3:59 left in the opening quarter. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Bills fans, the new Highmark Stadium will be unlike anything we've seen before. It's football first, fan focused, and you, Bills Mafia, will make it louder than any other. New stadium seat selection is now open to priority list members. Join the priority list today by visiting buffalobills.com/priority list and placing a seat deposit. Be there for every unforgettable moment of Bills football. Learn more and join the new stadium priority list today at buffalobills.com/priority list.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Water damage happens fast. So can the cleanup when you call on the restoration specialist at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Whenever water damage strikes your home or business, call on the cleanup and restoration specialist at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Driving in a Honda Wonderland. It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. So don't wait. Hurry into your local Honda dealer where you can find clearance deals on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Pilot, or Ridgeline. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 0.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline.
For great deals, visit your local upstate Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, it was ruled a fumble on the field by the officials, and after review, they confirmed it. They said no, Josh Allen was not throwing the football when he was hit by Jalen Phillips. The ball was fumbled. It goes the other way, and it's 1st and 10 for Philadelphia's offense at the Buffalo 45, the best field position of the game, as Jahad Campbell made the fumble recovery for the Eagles. Hurts is going to go under center here. Barkley the lone setback. Cooper in motion right to left, and now Hurts going to move to the shotgun on a check with Barkley to his right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, throws complete to Cooper, who's hit immediately by Maxwell Hairston and knocks him out of bounds there after a short gain of 4.
Saw Tre'Davious White start this game. Now Max Hairston into the game at quarter, rallies to the football there to stop this for a gain of 4 on that fumble. It was great hustle by Osiris Torrance to get down there and at least make contact to be able to down the Philly defender at the 45.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2nd and 7. Hurts under center. Barkley the lone setback. Fakes the handoff. Rolling right. Now steps up to throw. Looking deep over the middle. He's got A.J. Brown, and he makes the catch inside the Buffalo 15-yard line. And he's out of bounds at the 13. Benford in coverage, but Brown had a step on him.
Yeah, he runs a deep over route, and at the separation point, gives Christian Benford a little bit of a shove to be able to get that separation across the field.
27-yard pass play to Brown. Hurts in the shotgun here, 1st and 10 for the Buffalo 14. Receiver to each side. Cooper comes over to the right, fakes the handoff, quick hitter, out and complete to the tight end Calcaterra. He's down to the 10, forced out of bounds there by Bishop and Benford.
This Philadelphia offense, number 1 in the NFL at scoring touchdowns in the red zone at 72%. This is an area where the Bills have got to step up here and try and limit them to 3 points after the fumble by Josh Allen.
Hurts going to work from the shotgun here. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Barkley to the right of him in the backfield on 2nd and 7. 2:20 left in the opening quarter as the Eagles are threatening to put the first points on the board. Here's the snap. Back to pass, quick hitter. It's a screen to A.J. Brown, blocking in front from Devontae Smith. He gets down to the 4-yard line. Actually, they're going to mark him down at the 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 here.
This is where I'd expect the Eagles to get on the football and get in their tush-push formation with the QB sneak, with Jalen Hurts likely coming. Instead, they're in a shotgun formation here.
Here's the snap, handoff, and getting the first down and more. Down to the 2-yard line is Barkley. So a fresh set of downs here for Philadelphia. TJ Sanders made the stop. As we have a minute and a half left in counting in this opening quarter, no score. But it's going to be 1st and goal from the 2 for Philadelphia. Hurts going to work from the shotgun again here. Barkley to his left. Tight formation. Handoff to Barkley. Lowers his head. And he's stoned at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, as Fedarian Mathis was in the middle of it, along with Matt Milano.
Fedarian Mathis was a late substitution on the play. Bills very late getting lined up. And Fedarian
Number 79
Mathis
has reported as an eligible receiver.
Holds the point there extremely well to be able to stop him. So now this ball's at about the 1.5-yard line.
And now we could be seeing tush-push here. They've got a sixth offensive lineman on the field in Matt Pryor. He's all the way at the left end of the formation. I formation here. Hurts under center. Takes the handoff. It's play action. Throws and wide open. In the end zone for the touchdown is Dallas Goedert, who with that touchdown has set a team record for the most receiving touchdowns by a tight end in a single season in team history with 11.
The Bills were packed in and sold out to try to stop the run there. And Terrell Bernard comes from his linebacker position, unable to get to Jalen Hurts in time. And miscommunication on the back end of the defense as Dallas Goedert was wide open for that touchdown catch.
Jake Elliott on for the extra point attempt. Here's a snap. Hold is down. Kick by Elliott is up. And it is good. So the Eagles take advantage of the takeaway on the fumble by Allen and put 7 on the board. They lead 7-0 with 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Get your winning smile from Dr. Todd Shatkin at the Aesthetic Associates Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Dash's Market, serving Western New Yorkers for over 100 years. Shop the family of finer foods.
By Firth Jewelers. For all the moments in your life, go forth to Firth.
By the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
By TRS Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Excellence. Powering tomorrow, comforting today.
And by Relax Honda. Relax. We got this.
Get to Northtown Hyundai, Western New York's premier Hyundai dealership during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. At Northtown Hyundai, choose from over 300 new Hyundai models in stock for delivery today. Explore the full lineup of SUVs, like the bold Tucson, the all-new Santa Fe with rugged design and advanced tech, and the first ever 2026 Hybrid Palisade, combining luxury and efficiency for your whole crew. Get America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Plus, get Hyundai Assurance on every new Hyundai at Northtown. Remember, whatever you're looking for, find it at Northtown. Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at a rainy Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. A 7-play, 45-yard drive off the takeaway on a fumble by Josh Allen for Philadelphia. 7 points on the board, and the Eagles lead 7-0. Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, the up man in front of him, as Jake Elliott has this ball on the tee. And it is up and away. A line drive. Skids at the 12-yard line into the end zone. And Ray Davis will retrieve it there, happily take a knee, and the Bills offense will get it at their own 35. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Well, the Bills are watching the scoreboard a bit, as a lot of fans are here at Highmark Stadium, and a big upset today. The Cleveland Browns beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-6. That sets up a showdown next week between the Steelers and the Ravens. Winner will win the AFC North. Loser is out of the playoffs. That's your NFL scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Yeah, that is the only open playoff berth left in the AFC. All that has to be decided is wild card seeding and division winner seeding. Allen under center here on 1st and 10. Cook the lone setback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now in motion right to left is Davis. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, has to throw, complete to Knox on a drag route on the left side. Minimal gain there of 2 yards. Fans didn't like the hit. They thought it was a little late.
You could tell how wet this field is. Dawson Knox, as he was taken to the ground, slides about 8 yards into the Bills sideline. Fans didn't like that. I mean, it looked like a pretty clean hit there by Cooper DeJean, as the Bills are going to be content to take this one into the end of the first quarter.
So time runs out on the first quarter. It's time to make the switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank, the team that brings you expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to Northwest.com. Northwest Bank for what's next. 7-0 Eagles. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at Northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
By New Era Cap, the official cap of Josh Allen and the NFL.
By Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Bills fans.
By FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
And by New York State Office of Mental Health. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support from trained counselors.
At Kaleida Health, there's no off-season. We train. We fight. We win. We celebrate. Because every day is game day. And here, care runs deep. Learn more about our role as the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills at KaleidaGameDay.com. Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
FanDuel's getting you ready for game day with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
It's a game-changing move in the world of accounting and advisory. Freed Maxick has joined forces with Witham, the 22nd largest public accounting and advisory firm in the nation. We're powering up performance with a shared vision to deliver even greater value to our clients in Western and Upstate New York. Experience the transformative power of Witham plus you. That's the power in the plus. Visit Witham.com/New York to learn more.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
We talked a lot about babies being born in the Buffalo Bills roster. Well, Mitch Trubisky and his wife announced they're also having another child. She posted that on social media earlier this week. It's the year of the Buffalo Bills baby this year, guys. That's your NFL. That's your sideline report, your Stellar Roofing sideline report. When quality counts, you Stellar Roofing siding and windows.
Start of the second quarter here. Bills in a 2nd and 8 situation at their own 22, down 7-0 to the Eagles. Motion man is Shavers, doubles back to the left side. 2 receivers right. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Working over the left side. And he's met by a couple of tacklers, but he finds his way out to the 27-yard line for a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls Buffalo 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
3rd and 3 here for Buffalo. Ty Johnson into the game to the left of Allen, the shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Allen going to take it and run himself. Has some openings out to the 40 and tripped up at the 41-yard line, or he might still be running. Well, he looked awfully limber on that carry.
We didn't think we'd see any design quarterback runs for Josh coming into this game with a foot injury, but Joe Brady dials one up here, and they get enough of the defenders up front. Josh Allen able to break through that first wave of defenders and then tripped up, or else this could have been an even bigger play.
Jalix Hunt made the tackle after a 17-yard gain. Allen going to work under center here. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 44. Cook the lone setback, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap, hand off to Cook, working over the left side, squirts through to the 2nd level, but is tackled from behind by Hunt as he's out to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play.
James Cook averaging over 5 yards a carry early in this one, running the football effectively.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 49. Palmer out to the left. Cook's now in motion and doubles back to the right side with Shakir. Tight to the formation. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Right up through a hole up the middle, and he's got a first down. As he's down to the 41-yard line, late flag comes in the offensive backfield for Buffalo, and it's going to be holding.
Yeah, this one's going to come back. Josh Allen was pointing towards Philadelphia, saying maybe this is a defensive hold.
Number 73, 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Deion Dawkins is going to get called for the hold there. That would have given the Bills a first down in Eagles territory. Instead, this one's going to come back and bring up, looks like it's going to be 2nd and 13. Deion Dawkins was going against Hunt on the play. Hunt's made a number of impact plays here early on in this one, making the play on 3rd down on the long Josh Allen run, saving an even bigger play, and then there he draws the hold.
Allen in the shotgun here. Ray Davis into the game. To the right of him in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here on 2nd and 12. Here's the snap. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws over the middle, and it's complete. And just shy of the first down marker is Joshua Palmer with an 11-yard reception.
Well, they're going to wave the sticks. They're going to call that a first. That was tight coverage in the middle of that Eagles defense. Josh showing a lot of confidence in Joshua Palmer to be able to make this catch in traffic. It's a great play there by number 5 for the Bills.
Zach Bond on the tackle there. So a fresh set of downs for Buffalo. I thought it was a yard short, but they gave him forward progress. So it's 1st and 10 in Eagles territory at the 46. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Cook the lone setback, and now Ty Johnson in motion right to left. Pitch play left. Cook going to try to bounce it outside. He gets the corner at the last possible second. Gets maybe a yard and a half to 2. Bond strung that play out. He can really go.
Yeah, he's got some serious speed at the second level of that defense in his 6th year out of Wisconsin. The Bills have been running more 2 running back sets with Ty Johnson and James Cook both on the field. There they use Ty Johnson as a lead blocker, but James Cook nowhere to go. It was a nice run by him to even pick up 1 on the play.
11:28 and counting left in this first half. Bills down 7-0, but on the move. 2nd and 9 from the Eagles 45. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass. Allen has time, steps up, looking deep down the left sideline for Cooks, but he turned over the wrong shoulder, and he missed him, incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and 9.
I'm not sure if that was a misfire by Josh. Limited time under task, working with Cooks. A little bit of miscommunication down there, or it's a misfire. Looked like Brandon Cooks was taking this ball taking his route more towards the middle of the field. Josh leads them to the outside. Getting to see Josh Allen's face on the TV camera right now. He wasn't happy with himself after that last throw.
Yeah, but Cooks was, you throw it to the left to lead him away from the defender there. The defender was inside. The throw location kind of made sense there to me. Allen in the shotgun, 3rd and 9. Back to pass, pumps, steps up in the pocket, over the middle, and through the hands of Joshua Palmer. Incomplete. Adoree Jackson in coverage. And the punt unit's going to have to come out as they are out of field goal range at the 45.
Josh under heavy duress in the pocket, steps up, and he's able to make Zach Bond miss in the backfield. Thought he was going to have an opportunity to hit.
Timeout on the field for an injured player.
Josh Palmer, who was open, but Josh Palmer unable to come down with that. Jalen Phillips was injured on the play, was trying to get off the field with a lower body injury, but unfortunately for him, he's got to sit down right at the Bills logo at midfield, and they're looking at, I believe, his right foot or right ankle out there. Jalen Phillips was brought over right before the trade deadline in a trade with Miami, a guy that these Bills offensive linemen are used to going against with his tenure with the Dolphins. Was a first-round draft pick for them back in 2018.
And you hope that's not a serious injury. He does have an Achilles rupture in his history, and you would hope that's not the case for him here.
And we just got to see a replay of that 3rd down throw, and it looked like that ball, kind of slipped in Josh Allen's hand again as he threw a duck to Josh Palmer. So it's still a drop for Josh Palmer. You'd love to see him make that catch, but extremely difficult when that ball is wobbling the way it was coming towards him. And Jalen Phillips now walking towards the sideline under his own power, but he looks to be in a lot of pain right now.
That's a heavy limp there. As we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Punt unit on for Buffalo here. Britton Covey deep to return for Philadelphia. And the way Phillips left the field, I'd be surprised if he's back in this game. We'll get a report on the injury from Sal as soon as it's available, as he's headed straight to the medical tent. Wisnowski back to punt this one away for the Bills with 11:07 left in the half, and the Bills down 7-0. Here's the snap. The kick is up and away, a high hanger, and Covey signals for a fair catch, and he's struck by Sam Franklin, and flags fly. Now, Sam Franklin was blocked into him, hit him right in the knee.
Yeah, it looked like Sam Franklin tripped over the guy that was blocking him on the play, and so this was going to be a horrible starting field position for the Eagles if this flag stands.
He was not blocked into him. You're right, Eric. He tripped over him because he blocked him to the ground.
Well, that should be a tripping. It should be a tripping on Eagles on the play. It was Sidney Brown who was blocking him on the play, and as Sam Franklin runs him over, he sticks up his leg to trip him. It's going to be tough for the officials to see that.
Fair catch kick interference by the kicking team, number 28. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10.
Well, the irony here is tripping was supposed to be a point of emphasis for officials this year. Call it more often. Instead, it goes against the Bills' second call of the game. 10:57 left in the half. Eagles up 7-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Lockport Outdoor Store, high-impact footwear and apparel for hardworking men and women.
By Belknap Heating and Cooling. For more comfort and less ka-ching, give Belknap a ring.
By USA Insulation, saving you money on energy costs comfortably.
And by Northtown Kia, West New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop online at northtownkia.com.
Bills fans, let's talk about your home's most valuable player this winter, your furnace. Just like the Bills, it needs to be ready to perform when the pressure is on. That's where T-Mark comes in. Get a heating tune-up from the official residential HVAC provider of the Buffalo Bills for just $79. And get your money back in a rebate from National Fuel. T-Mark will ensure your system is running safely and efficiently, helping you avoid a costly breakdown and saving you money on your heating bills. When the temperature drops, the Buffalo Bills trust T-Mark, and so should you. T-Mark Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Your home team.
Nugget Bills, nuggets all the way.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing them when we cut down the Christmas tree.
We will pack the car with gifts. And of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
At Skechers, comfort is a technology. That's right. You don't just make a shoe and hope it comes out comfortable. It takes research, innovations, compounds, engineering, and so much more to feel so comfortable you'd swear you're wearing pillows on your feet. We have features like Skechers Air-Cooled Memory Foam and fits like Relax Fit, Stretch Fit, Wide Fit, Arch Fit, and so many more to make the shoe feel like it was custom-made just for your foot. Plus, we have hands-free Skechers Slip-ins technology. Just step in and go. Find yours at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever comfortable footwear is sold.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming alive from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Sean McDermott with a long conversation during the TV timeout with head referee Ron Torbert, trying to explain to him that Sam Franklin got tripped after he blocked the guy to the ground. Sidney Brown blatantly stuck his leg out. Not going to change the call, but...
No, but maybe you get a makeup later. But yeah, that's unfortunate. And as you mentioned, tripping's supposed to be a point of emphasis this year for the officials. Unfortunately, they missed that one, and it cost the Bills 15 yards of field position here.
So 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Eagles. They go 2 tight ends. Bills counter with base defense. Shaq Thompson on the field here. Hurts under center. Barkley the lone setback. He's going to take the handoff, cuts to the left, avoids a defender, and gets to the second level before he's tackled by A.J. Epinesa at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Early on in this game, before that carry, Saquon Barkley just 5 carries for 17 yards, holding him to 3.4 yards per carry. What the Bills have to do a good job throughout this game is not letting Saquon Barkley hit one of those home run type plays that has hurt this Bills defense consistently throughout the season.
2nd and 4 with 10:25 and counting left in the half. Eagles up 7-0. Another two tight end set. Barkley the lone setback. Hurts under center. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Looking deep over the middle, and he's got Devontae Smith, but the pass is short-armed. It's incomplete. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 4 here.
We've seen both these quarterbacks struggle at times in this game with this rain coming down here in Orchard Park. Jalen Hurts had all day to throw there and had a wide open receiver, and he just underthrows that one as it bounces off the turf.
Crowd getting into it here on this 3rd and 4. 10-12 left in the half. Eagles up 7-0 and trying to extend this drive from their own 29. Hurts going to operate from the shotgun. Barkley to his left. 2 receivers left. 2 to the right. Play clock down to 2. And they're going to have to call a timeout to avoid a delay of game. Nick Sirianni running up to the official to call timeout. This team timeout is brought to you by Kaleida Health. As the official health care provider of the Buffalo Bills, care runs deep at Kaleida Health. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, the rain has completely stopped here at Highmark Stadium, so I haven't checked the radar, but I know that once it was gone, it was supposed to stay gone for a while. That'll be a little different tomorrow with a lot of wind coming, but I think we might be in for a pretty clean football game from here on out. It's actually a really nice night right here. That pass, there was no rain. It was not wet. It was just underthrown by Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, underthrown. And it could still be a slick football as the turf's still soaked, but you're right, Sal. And hopefully for your sake, down on the sideline, this rain continues to subside.
Darnell Savage has checked into the game for this 3rd and 4. This is his first action on defense as a Buffalo Bill. Hurts in the shotgun. A.J. Brown in motion left to right. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Bills showing blitz here, but they only send 4 and back off. Hurts back to pass, pumps, fires, and it's complete at the 40-yard line. As making the catch there was Devontae Smith for a first down.
Big-time throw there by Hurts. Standing tall in the pocket. Again, just not enough pressure on him. And a tight window throw just past the outstretched arm of Cole Bishop as he tried to make a play on the football.
Hurts in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 40. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to Barkley. Coming back to the right side. Runs into his own right tackle, Johnson. And the swarm of tacklers gets there. It's Matt Milano, Joey Bosa, and Cole Bishop all in on that stop. And Barkley comes up limping.
Yeah, he's limping bad as he's going to the sideline. Have to keep an eye out on that one.
Looks like it's right ankle, right foot, something there. He's trying to shake it off and bounce there.
Will Shipley and Tank Bigsby, the backup running backs for Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley is standing on the sideline, keeping his helmet on, still standing with the coaches, which is probably a good sign for him.
Shaq Thompson in the game for base defense here. Tank Bigsby, the lone setback. Hurts under center on 2nd and 13 after that loss of 3. Stumbles out of the handoff, gets it to Bigsby, who gets back to the line of scrimmage for a gain of 3. That'll make it 3rd and 10 here with 8:46 left and counting in the half. Eagles up 7-0.
It's a good job by the Bills there on those last 2 plays against the run. This Bills rush defense, 2nd worst in the league in yards per carry, 3rd worst in yards per game. Showing up early in this one as they've limited Saquon Barkley to just 3 yards a carry.
Big 3rd and 10. Crowd into it now. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Shipley to his right in the backfield. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Steps up in the pocket. Now breaks out to the right side. Fires. And it's caught or broken up. It is caught. Caught at the 40-yard line. What a grab by A.J. Brown in double coverage.
And the Eagles are going to get right back up on the football, potentially not wanting there to be time to review this one.
It's a 19-yard pass play.
Seeing the replay, it looks like he does get both feet down inbounds after the catch.
Hurts in the shotgun here. Going to hand it off to Shipley. Wrapped up in the backfield and dropped by Deion Walker. It's a 2-yard loss on the play.
Bills' run defense is showing up early in this one. They just got to be able to get off the field on third down. The Eagles 3 for 5 on third downs to start this game. Great play by Deion Walker there to penetrate into the backfield to drop him for a loss of 2 as we see Saquon Barkley now check back into this game.
Might have just got leg whipped on that carry that he had earlier. He was trying to shake it off. Now back in the game. Empty set here. Hurts back to pass. There was a delay. Coming with a heater is Andre Jones, and it's thrown away on 2nd and 12, incomplete. There was miscommunication there on the snap count.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was snapped early, which caught Jalen Hurts off guard, so he just bails the pocket to the right and ends up having to throw that one away. The Bills here, you know, you don't want to give up half of this on 3rd and 12 and allow the Eagles to get in field goal range, which could potentially give them a 2-score lead here in the second quarter.
Hurts in the shotgun, Barkley to his left. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 12. Crowd into it now, 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Back to pass. 5-man rush. They've got pursuit, but they all fall down, and Hurts runs up the sideline, knocked out of bounds. At the 39, there's a flag on the near side of the field. The Philadelphia sideline is in an uproar. They wanted Cam Lewis to get nailed for roughing the passer. Hurts wasn't out of bounds yet.
Yeah, they wanted a late hit out of bounds. But where this flag sitting in the Bills secondary, you're likely going to get a defensive holding by the Bills, which would extend this Philadelphia drive, and that's a costly penalty on 3rd and 12.
Defense number 58. 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
That's going to go on Matt Milano. We knew early on when we saw Khalil Shakir draw holding in the defensive secondary for the Eagles that this was likely going to be called extremely tight on the back end of the defense, and we're still seeing it here. We're finally getting to see a replay. And Matt Milano, he did have Dallas Goedert wrapped up as he went down the field. It's a good call there by the officials.
Bills had a good pressure on, but one pass rusher took out all 3 of them. They fell like dominoes. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 34 here for the Eagles. Hurts going to operate from the shotgun. Barkley to his right. Motion left to right from Smith. Here's the snap. Hand off to Barkley. Some pressure and penetration in the backfield, and they've got him wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. And there's some good gang tackling there. Bernard in there with Ogunjobi.
It was Fedarian Mathis who penetrated on the snap. The Bills come into this game without Daquan Jones, their starting defensive tackle. And this group of defensive tackles with Mathis and Sanders and Deion Walker and Larry Ogunjobi, they've stepped up early in this game.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Hurts going to go under center now on 2nd and 9 from the 33. Barkley the lone setback. Motion from Brown right to left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolling left. Looking downfield for A.J. Brown. And he pulls it in one-handed. It's incomplete. Knocked away. Knocked away by Tre'Davious White, who was in coverage.
Yeah, that's excellent coverage down the field by Tre'Davious, who's celebrating towards the Bills sideline after that one, running stride for stride with A.J. Brown. It looked like A.J. Brown was going to pull this in one-handed, but it goes right off his right hand and falls to the turf, and Tre'Davious raked it away at the final second.
So a 3rd and 9 here as the Bills once again get the Eagles in 3rd and long. Can they get off the field this time? 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Barkley to his left. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Fires. It's an inside throw to Goddard, but he's dragged down and tackled by Terrell Bernard, short of the first down marker by 5 yards, and the field goal unit will come on for Philadelphia. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, something to watch on this kick. Going in this direction, Jake Elliott was hooking to the left a few times during pregame warmups. We'll see what happens here. No rain, though.
And he hooked 3 in a row a week ago in their game against the Commanders. Potentially lucky for him here. He's on the right hash. He'll have a little bit more room to play that hook.
It's a 47-yarder from the right hash. Hold is down. Kick is long enough. And it is good. 5:03 left in the half. And the Eagles have a 10-0 lead. Catholic Health proudly presents today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast. Catholic Health, the right way to care. This is Buffalo Bills football.
At the UPS store, we get it. Being a small biz owner requires grit and hustle, but you don't have to do it alone. We've got your back. You put your heart and soul into your biz, we put ours into packing and shipping. While you're keeping track of your custom-made orders, our mailboxes are keeping your packages safe. Because we're here to help you be unstoppable with shredding, printing, notary, and more. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Nice game, Mom. Probably should take a break, huh?
Only if you need one, I'm ready to keep going.
Well, all right. You guys ready over there? We'll serve.
Nobody loves knees and hips more than we do. Well, except maybe your pickleball partner. At Catholic Health, we're leaders in knee and hip replacement and getting you back to doing what you love to do most. Go to chsbuffalo.org/top-rated-ortho to learn more.
Relax at Relax Honda. Wherever, whenever, and however you want to do business, we're here to help. Choose from our large selection of nearly 100 new Hondas in inventory, as well as pre-owned Hondas to fit just about any budget. And during our model year-end sales event, all remaining 2025 Hondas must go. You'll find special pricing on new 2025 Accord, Ridgeline, and Pilot models. Relax. We got this at Relax Honda. 3590 Southwestern Boulevard and RelaxHonda.com. Visit us today. You'll be glad you did.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Reimer Home Services. Homes rely on the Rhino.
By Buffalo Creek Casino. Nothing else comes close.
By Paddock Chevrolet. Score big with the new Chevys and quality pre-owned vehicles from Paddock Chevrolet.
By Celino Law. Car crash? Call Celino. Call the 8s.
By Northland Workforce Training Center. Train for what's next.
And by Servpro Cleaning, Restoration, and Construction. Like it never even happened.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Told you about an upset earlier with the Browns over the Steelers. Another one happened today with the Miami Dolphins defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers trying for the NFC South. The Dolphins not much to play for. They wound up winning that game 20-17. Dolphins go to the Patriots next week. Patriots have a chance to wrap up the AFC East. That's a look at your NFL scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
10-0 Eagles here. 5:03 left in the half. Bills to get the football here. Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo. Here's the kick by Elliott. End over end. Fielded at the 6 by Davis. Going to bring it to the middle at the 20. 25 looking for a hole at the 30. But he's stopped there at the 32-yard line. Maybe the 33. As a bunch of tacklers bring him down. Smile Munden, the Georgia product, got there first.
We got 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in this first half. The Bills still have 3 timeouts remaining. The Eagles with 2. The Bills offense got to put some points up. The Bills have outgained this Eagles team in yards so far, but too many costly mistakes is the reason that they find themselves down 10-0.
Jalen Phillips back in the game for the Eagles. I'm surprised, but there he is. Glad he's all right. 4:57 left in the half. Allen in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Hands it off to Cook through a hole on the right side. He's upended, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by Philadelphia. Was he down by contact?
James Cook is trying to say he was down by contact, but the Eagles were able to recover that one.
No sign from the officials.
The runner was down by contact before the ball came loose. It's 2nd down.
That's what I thought was the case, but you had no indication from the officials.
Yeah, James Cook got upended in the hole and falls on his head, essentially, but as his forearm goes to the ground, it jolts the ball loose, so the Bills avoid another critical mistake there, and they'll have 2nd and 9.
4:30 and counting left. Allen going to work from the shotgun. Cook to his right in the backfield. And now Khalil Shakir lines up behind Allen in a pistol look. Back to pass, pressure coming, and he's sacked by Jalen Carter, who just whipped Osiris Torrance one-on-one at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Allen had nowhere to go. He gets right around the outside of Osiris Torrance, so now the Bills are going to have 3rd and 19 coming up right now, just 1 for 3 on the game on 3rd down. Jalen Carter has missed multiple games. Was on IR with 2 shoulder scopes. comes back and he's making an impact early in this one.
Loss of 9 on the play. 3rd and 18. Allen in the shotgun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Back to pass. Fires over the middle. It's complete to Shakir, and he is drilled at the 30-yard line as Blankenship made the hit. As Philadelphia playing a physical brand of defense here, they are knocking ball carriers for the Bills all over the place.
Yeah, he takes a good angle there and just blasts the thigh boards of Khalil Shakir. Stops him for just a gain of 7 on the play. So the Bills are going to go 3 and out, already down 2 scores.
Wisnowski on to punt this one away. Covey deep to return, standing at his own 22. Here's the snap. Kick is up and away. It's a high driven ball to the far sideline. Fielded at the 21 by Covey. Going to take it up to the 25. Cuts around a defender and is nailed by Reggie Gilliam, who buried him at the 29-yard line.
Covey gets up and has some choice words for Reggie Gilliam after that one. And so now this Bills defense is going to have to come up with a timely stop here. 2:49 left on the clock. The Eagles with 2 timeouts left. The Bills got to try to get the football back to try to get a 2-for-1 opportunity, as they need a score here before the end of this first half, and then they will receive the opening kickoff of the second half after winning the coin toss and electing to defer.
Bills have been pretty balanced on offense here, Eric, in terms of play selection. You got 11 rushes, 10 pass attempts, and they had outgained the Eagles in this game despite having 1 fewer possession, but it just has not come together on a play-by-play basis in terms of consistent gains.
No, it's the big lost yardage plays, whether that's been the fumble by Josh Allen, whether that's been the holding call by Deion Dawkins. Then you have the sack there on 2nd and 9 that backs you up to a 3rd and 19, and just too many mistakes right now for this Bills offense, and that's why they find themselves down 10-0, and the Bills find themselves -1 in the turnover margin right now, and it'd be a timely opportunity here, a timely moment here for this defense if they're able to potentially punch a ball loose or come up with an interception.
Yeah, the negative plays have really hurt. 3 possessions for the Bills, 3 sacks for the Eagles. 1 by Phillips, 1 by Jalix Hunt, 1 by Jalen Carter.
And we were concerned about Josh Allen's mobility in the pocket with the foot injury coming into the game. And besides that one long run, we just haven't seen the improvisation that we generally see from Josh Allen manipulating the pocket, potentially hampered by that foot injury out there here today. But give the Eagles credit. You mentioned on the last series, they are playing physical on the defensive side of the football. And right now, the Bills don't have an answer offensively to be able to put up points. The one time they did get down in Eagles territory, or 2 times. One time they get a fumble, and then the next time they back themselves up with a holding call.
Best situation the Bills could hope for, as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for What's Next, is a 3 and out here, get to the 2-minute warning, and a chance to double dip with your offense. Bills won the opening coin toss, chose to defer, so a stop here would be big, and a quick one at that.
Bills have been accustomed to some slow starts here these past few weeks, and we're seeing another slow start here by the offense.
High formation here from the Eagles on 1st and 10 from their own 29. Hurts under center. A.J. Brown in motion left to right. Hand off to Barkley. Has the edge over the right side, and he's right out to the first down marker on a 9-yard gain. Matt Milano and Shaq Thompson on the tackle.
I expect the Eagles to try to run the football and try and milk as much of this clock as they can. They're going to have to run one more play here before they'll get to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 1. Barkley split out to the right side with A.J. Brown. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Hurts in the shotgun on 2nd and 1. Eagles happy to take their time here with a 10-point lead. And now Barkley retreats to the backfield in a pistol look. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Hand off to Barkley. Cuts it up inside through a hole. Into the secondary. Shakes a defender. And he's tackled from behind by Cam Lewis as he's into Buffalo territory to the 46. It's a 16-yard gain by Barkley. Stay tuned for the ECMC halftime show. ECMC, go where the Bills go. It's the 2-minute warning on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
If your home feels drafty, your energy bills are climbing, and you've seen ice build up on your roof, those are signs you need better insulation and ventilation. Hi, it's Dominic Ortiz. My friends at USA Insulation specialize in retrofitting older homes the right way, using thermal imaging to find every leak. And don't miss this. Federal tax credits expire December 31st. Get your insulation installed before year end, and you could receive up to $1,200 back.
USA Insulation.
Call 716-431-4500 and lock in your appointment today.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, Bills fans, Verizon's kicking off big savings, scoring a touchdown with low prices locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. It's a deal that'll have you doing an end zone dance. Don't get flagged for high prices. Huddle up at your local Verizon store today. You'll be tackling savings in no time. Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Buffalo Bills. $20 monthly credit applied over 36 months. In time for congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
After my car accident, I didn't know if I had a case, so I called my attorneys at the Barnes firm. My case was worth $1.2 million.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Do you have a case? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
After my job accident, my attorneys at the Barnes firm settled my case for 11 times more than insurance said they would pay.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 grinder, 500 Pearl.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back here at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 10-0 Eagles with 1:58 left in the half. And the Eagles in a 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 46. Bills going with base defense here. Shaq Thompson on the field. And Hurts going to line up in the shotgun. Barkley to his left. And now Goddard switches to the right side of the formation. Now a pistol look here as the Eagles shift. Snap to Hurts, hand off to Barkley, working over the right side, runs into traffic, but drags defenders out to the 42-yard line. Deion Walker made the tackle, but not before a 4-yard gain to set up 2nd and 6 as the clock continues to run.
The Bills early on were doing a great job of slowing down Saquon Barkley. Now he's up to 51 yards in the game.
Tank Bigsby into the game. To the left of Hurts in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. Hurts back to pass. Got rid of the football, and it's pulled in by A.J. Brown for a 1st down as he catches it and steps over the sideline at the 34 with 1:23 left. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, Terrell Bernard was in the tent for a while. He came out. He's on the bench with trainers with his helmet. They're looking at something. I can't really tell, but he's not going in the game right now. So Terrell Bernard will keep an eye on him as he is not on the field right now for the Buffalo Bills. That's the Barnes Farm injury report. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-million.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Buffalo 34. 3 to the left, 2 to the right as the Eagles are going empty here with Hurts in the shotgun. Bigsby in an orbit motion comes back to the left side. It's a screen to the left to Bigsby. Blockers in front. Taron Johnson hit him first, and he got cleaned up by Deion Walker, who ultimately made the tackle as he's marked down at the 29-yard line. Clock will keep running here as we're going to dip under a minute before this next snap. 2nd and 5. Hurts in the shotgun. Bigsby to his right. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Another blitz coming. Hurts releases. Quick slant to Smith. Gets away from Thompson into the secondary. And another first down and more as the Eagles are making it look easy on this 2-minute drill.
Without the Bills able to get a pass rush with a 4-man rush, now they're resorting to blitzing, and Jalen Hurts, veteran quarterback, acknowledges it and replaces the blitz with the throw.
1st and 10 from the 15. Hurts in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Hits Bigsby out of the backfield. Stumbles at the 15 and is finally wrapped up and brought down by Hairston inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. And the Eagles are going to call timeout here with 23 seconds left in the half.
Philadelphia. This is a 30-second timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. At Kaleida Health, every day is game day.
Eagles got the ball at the Bills' 13-yard line. They got to do all they can to try and hold them to a field goal attempt here, try and hold the number one offense in the NFL in the red zone to a field goal attempt to avoid falling down by 3 scores. And all indications right now, the Bills going to put up 0 points here in the first half.
It'll be the second time in a month that has happened. They also went, they didn't go scoreless in New England. They got 7 on the board before the half. They were down 24-7 at the half. They were scoreless in Miami earlier this season, 16-0 at the half. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, as the Eagles are going to go empty here on 2nd and 8 from the 13. 23 seconds left, play clock down to 2. And now the Bills are going to call timeout here.
First charge timeout. Buffalo, 30 seconds.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, all heart, all hustle, every single day.
It was an empty set for the Eagles. The Bills were lined up with 6 guys at the line of scrimmage, likely bringing an extra defender that the Eagles couldn't block. Sean McDermott calls a timeout. He likes to take that snapshot to see what the Eagles were in offensively and be able to coach up these guys on the sideline before critical moments with just 23 seconds left in this half. He's not concerned about saving his timeouts for the offense because you're likely not getting this ball back.
So as we said, 23 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 8 from the 13. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Hurts in the shotgun. Play clock down to 8. Hurts making a check at the line. Play clock down to 4. 2, 1. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Back to pass. All kinds of time. Back corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended for Goddard. Bishop was in coverage as it went out of the back of the end zone. And now it'll be 3rd and 8 from the 13. 18 seconds left on the clock.
And Jalen Hurts just sailed that ball a little bit over the head of Dallas Goddard. He had a step on Cole Bishop to the outside, but unable to hit him there. This Eagles offense 3 for 7 on 3rd down in the first half.
2 tight end set from the Eagles here. And they're going to spread it out again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left, counting the 2 tight ends on the field. Play clock down to 4. Hurts in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Quick hitter on a tunnel screen to Goddard, the tight end. And he's wrapped up and dropped at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles will call their final timeout as Joey Bosa and Taron Johnson made the tackle. 11 seconds left in the half.
Buffalo, 30 seconds.
No, it's actually Buffalo calling the timeout. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, where the season never stops.
Interesting choice by Buffalo to call that timeout. Essentially, all you're going to have is a kick return opportunity after this field goal attempt from Jake Elliott, which this one will be a chip shot.
Officially, it'll be a 28-yard field goal from the right hash. Elliott made his first attempt earlier in the half. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick on the way. And it is good. 8 seconds remaining in this first half, and it has been all Philadelphia. They now lead 13-0. Although that was a valuable stop by Buffalo's defense to keep him out of the end zone.
It was a great stop. It keeps this game within 2 scores. You'll receive the second half kickoff with an opportunity to make it a 1-score game. It's just a sloppy first half offensively for the Bills, who are going to end up with 122 total yards of offense and just costly mistakes with penalties. Josh Allen had 2 fumbles on the same drive. The one recovered by the Eagles and brought all the way back to the Bills 45, which set up their 1 touchdown drive of the game. And the Bills got to get this cleaned up in the second half. Rainfall starting to come back down here in Orchard Park, so likely going to be difficult in the passing game with the wet football out there, but these guys are going to have to find ways to make plays here in the second half.
Down 13-0, 8 seconds left. See if Ray Davis can come up with a big return. They could sure use one now. Maybe all the way to the other end on a house call. Elliott kicks it up and away, and looks like he purposely booted this one to the end zone. But Davis going to bring it out, 8 yards deep. 20, spun around and dropped at the 25-yard line with 3 seconds left in the half. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, Terrell Bernard has a calf injury. He is questionable to return in this game. We have some players getting together and flags on the field, by the way, with 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
But Terrell Bernard questionable to return with a calf injury. That's the Barnes Firm Injury Report, brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injury for help, call 1-800-8-million.
He just came back to the lineup last week from an ankle injury that forced him to miss 3 games, and now injured again with a calf problem. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Extracurricular activity after the kick return.
It was Javon Solomon and Adoree Jackson going at it. Let's see what the officials come up with here. Still discussing it. The officials at about the 33-yard line. Regardless of what this penalty is, you're likely just going to see the Bills put a knee onto this one and go into the half down 13-0.
There were fouls by both teams. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Buffalo, number 70. Philadelphia, number 21. Those fouls upset. It's first down.
With both of those fouls offsetting, Alec Anderson, the guilty party for the Bills.
Not surprising that Alec Anderson's in the middle of a skirmish out there. Exactly. Your tone setter out there.
Bills in kneel-down formation, and that's what Josh Allen does as the final 3 seconds tick off here in the first half. So the Bills scoreless through the first 2 quarters. They come up with no points and trail 13-0 here at the break. Stay tuned for the Skyworks stats of the game, presented by Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up. Visit SkyworksLLC.com. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Fiegel Car and Joyce, your border attorneys.
By Witham, a smart play for your tax, accounting, and business advisory needs.
By Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
By ECMC, my choice, better health, ECMC.
By Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams, on and off the field.
And by Catholic Health, the right way to care.
There's plenty to stress out about right now, and sometimes it feels easier to ignore it and keep going. But Be Well can help you manage your stress and start working through the stuff no one talks about that makes you human. Build the skills you need to get through tough experiences and be more resilient all on your own time. There's no wrong way to do it. It's your wellness, your way. Start where you are at bewell.ny.gov. A message from the New York State Office of Mental Health.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-hey-hey. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Sal Capaccio here, encouraging you to get your tires from a complete tire center, Northtown's End Tire Center. Northtown sells thousands of tires every year because they offer a price match guarantee, free rotations for life, and a free nitrogen top-off. Get 24-hour tire roadside assistance expert technicians, pay the lowest price in the market, and get in and out fast. That's what you want from your tire center, Northtown's End Tire. Start shopping at northtownauto.com. Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome into the ECMC halftime show. ECMC Go, where the Bills go. So far, it's been all Philadelphia in this one. The Eagles holding a 13-0 halftime lead against the Buffalo Bills. Derek Kramer here with you in the Amherst studios here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. And it has been a tough one, but we go quickly back out to Orchard Park and to Highmark Stadium, where Sal Capaccio is waiting down there on the sideline. Sal, I hope you've been able to stay dry. It's been miserable conditions and miserable play for the Bills in the first half.
Well, it's much drier now.
That's good.
There's no rain coming down, and yeah, I mean, some critical bad plays for the Bills. I thought, they actually played pretty well in between those bad plays. So I don't know if I'd call it miserable play, but certainly miserable not getting the end zone or putting any points up.
Yeah, miserable results, probably the better term for it here. Sal, injury-wise, a couple players visiting the Blue Medical tent, Terrell Bernard and James Cook amongst them.
Yeah, so Terrell Bernard questionable to return with a calf injury. James Cook is fine, so not sure him going into the tent what that was about, but Terrell Bernard is fine. Terrell Bernard is questionable to return with a calf injury. James Cook, no issues there.
At least encouraging on one side there. Sal, a lot of passing from both teams despite the conditions, especially to start the game. Philadelphia, though, has been able to have the better consistency of it. The Bills do get a deep play to Brandon Cooks. There was another one just missed on a throw that was over Cooks' head as well. But it is kind of surprising seeing the amount of throwing that's been going on from both teams despite the conditions.
Yeah, I mean, now that it's a little drier, we might see a little bit more of that. I was even more surprised that, the Bills were running Josh Allen a designed run, but you're right, throwing over the top to Brandon Cooks. Good sign, though, for him to, get involved. But the Bills need more of that in the second half.
And we'll see if they're able to do that. Sal, we'll hear from you throughout the rest of the second half on the sidelines.
All right, thank you.
That's Sal Capaccio at Highmark Stadium as the Bills, again, trailing the Eagles 13-0. When we come back, we'll get you the highlights from the first half as well as the Skyworks stats of the game. Again, it's the Eagles 13, the Bills 0 after 2 quarters of play here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
If you're injured at work or through the fault of someone else, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard, so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji at 854-1446 or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-352-9239. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-352-9239. 800-352-9239 or biglou.com.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back into the ECMC halftime show, ECMC Go, where the Bills go. Derek Kramer here with you in the Amherst studios. It is the Philadelphia Eagles 13, the Buffalo Bills nothing. It's the second time this season the Bills have been shut out in the first half. Harken back to Buffalo's loss to Miami for the last time that happened this year. As for the Skyworks stats of the game, it's brought to you by Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. Josh Allen, 7 of 10, efficient so far, 90 yards through the air. Allen has also been sacked 3 times, though. He's lost 24 yards in those. And amongst those sacks in this one, it was also a detrimental fumble that leads to calamity. And that is where our first highlight is going to come, the Josh Allen fumble that effectively helps Philadelphia open the scoring.
Fakes the handoff, Allen rolling right, stops the plant, now moves again, looking for somebody open, and he gets tomahawked and fumbles the football. The ball is loose at midfield. There's a scramble for it, and the Eagles hop on top of it.
That was a tough fumble there for Allen. Jahad Campbell and the Eagles recovering that one, and then it leads to Philadelphia's touchdown. The first touchdown, the only touchdown so far in the first half, to Dallas Goedert.
Takes the handoff, it's play action. Throws, and wide open in the end zone for the touchdown is Dallas Goedert.
Goedert with the reception there. It is how Philadelphia opens the scoring. A couple of field goals in there. The Bills still not able to get things moving on the scoreboard on their own. Allen, 7 of 10 for 90 yards, as said earlier there. James Cook leading the Bills, 9 carries for 39 yards in this game. Brandon Cooks, the leading receiver for Buffalo, 1 catch, 50 yards, but the Bills were not able to take advantage on that one. On the other side, Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, 14 of 21. The Eagles already throwing 21 times in this rainy conditions here today. 115 yards for Hurts and the passing touchdown to Goedert. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley leading the Eagles rushing attack, 11 carries, 51 yards on the afternoon so far. And it's A.J. Brown with 5 receptions, 68 yards, leading the Eagles in receiving in this one. And again, that's the Skyworks stats of the game, brought to you by Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. Time to look around the league. Scores around the league delivered by the UPS store. Be unstoppable. And here we go. It's one other game right now. The Giants and the Raiders in a race for the bottom. The Giants holding a 17-3 lead on Las Vegas at the moment. Games from earlier today, a couple of them with playoff implications. The Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-6. That means that for Pittsburgh and for Baltimore, it's winner take all between the Steelers and the Ravens in Week 18. Same going for the Buccaneers and Panthers next week, as both teams lost today as well. That'll do it for me here in the Amherst studios, as the Buffalo Bills are looking to get back on track. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Will the Bills be able to start putting some points on the board? We're going to find that out coming up next. This is Buffalo Bills Radio.
Bills fans, let's talk about your home's most valuable player this winter, your furnace. Just like the Bills, it needs to be ready to perform when the pressure is on. That's where T-Mark comes in. Get a heating tune-up from the official residential HVAC provider of the Buffalo Bills for just $79. And get your money back in a rebate from National Fuel. T-Mark will ensure your system is running safely and efficiently, helping you avoid a costly breakdown and saving you money on your heating bills. When the temperature drops, the Buffalo Bills trust T-Mark, and so should you. T-Mark Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, your home team.
Hi, this is David Bellavia. If you're a veteran that's been denied disability benefits, there's a law firm that fights for the veterans who fought for us. It's Hiller time.
I'm Tim Hiller at Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law. Don't take no for an answer from the VA. We'll fight every step of the way to get you the benefits you deserve.
Get a free consultation when you call 866-HILLER-LAW online at hillercomerford.com. 6000 North Bailey Avenue, Amherst, New York, 14226.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom. Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Here at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, Chris Brown, Eric Wood, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Bills facing a 13-0 hole here. It's time for halftime adjustments. Brought to you by Witham, a smart play for your tax, accounting, and business advisory needs. What do we got, Eric?
Yeah, defensively, they got to do a better job of getting off the field on third downs. Third and longs have been an issue, especially late in that first half, and getting off the field. You got to be able to get a consistent pass rush in those obvious pass situations. And then understand in this second half, you're likely going to get a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley, who had 11 carries for 51 yards in the first half, averaging 4.6 a carry offensively for the Bills. They got to do a better job of sustaining drives and not having those critical drive-ending plays, whether it's been the Josh Allen fumble, whether it's been holding calls or a lack of execution. They've got to do a better job of sustaining drives and get points on the scoreboard in a hurry. The Bills will receive this second half kick. They got to come out with a great opening drive.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
Just seconds away from second half kickoff here. The Bills will receive to start the second half. They won the opening coin toss, chose to defer. So that gives them the first possession here to start the third quarter. And the Bills are the best team in the league when it comes to second half point differential. They are a plus 109 in the second half this season. The Eagles, in contrast, are just a plus 9. So Bills are going to have to live up to every bit of what has been their MO this season.
Yeah, we've seen slow starts. We've seen multiple comebacks in recent weeks, and the Bills are going to try and put together an effort against the defending Super Bowl champions here in the second half to try and pull out another one.
Let's start the second half with a Sonic kick, powered by Delta Sonic Car Wash. It started out with a kiss. Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo with Reggie Gilliam once again as the up man. Jake Elliott has the ball on the tee. And he is backing up and getting set to start the second half. We are now underway. Ray Davis fields it at his own 3-yard line. Going to take it to the middle of the field and cut it up to the left side through a hole to the 30, 35, 40. And he's brought down under tackle at the 40-yard line. A nice drive start there for Buffalo with a 37-yard return. Will Shipley made the tackle.
And we got an extremely late flag coming in. They threw it at the 30-yard line. The offense walking backwards, assuming that this one's going to be on Buffalo here. And what was going to be a great drive start, likely going to be coming back. Costly penalty here for the Bills. Can't get out of their own way right now.
During the return, holding, number 44 of the return team. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Buffalo's ball, 1st and 10.
And special teams coordinator Chris Tabor is about ready to eat his hat. He is hot on the sideline for that call. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Buffalo Bills is prohibited. 1st and 10 at the 20 instead of the 40. Allen in the shotgun. Cook to his left, back to pass. Throws it outside. It's complete. And fighting for extra yardage, Khalil Shakir as he stumbles out to the 28-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 26, though. It's a 6-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
In the first half, Josh Allen, 7 for 10 for just 90 yards in the first half. Did have that costly fumble on the play that he thought he threw the ball. Ends up being called a fumble and led to the Eagles' only touchdown of the first half.
Allen under center here. Cook the lone setback. Bunch formation on the left with 3 receivers. And now motion left to right. Shakir. Handoff goes to Cook, through a hole up the middle, but then gets wrapped up by Jalen Phillips, a yard short of the first down marker. It's a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Bills have to keep this drive going, down 13-0 early third quarter.
James Cook, the NFL's leading rusher, was held to 39 yards on 9 carries in the first half. Bills have got to get a first down here. Likely going to keep the ball in Cook's hands as they're pretty late getting this play call in with 15 seconds left on the play clock, just now breaking the huddle.
Allen going to work from the shotgun. Cook to his left in the backfield. Bunch formation left. Single receiver right. Here's the snap. Quick hitter on a screen pass to Shakir, and he dropped it. It's incomplete. And the punt unit's going to come on for Buffalo. And the Boo Birds are out.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to be an easy conversion if Shakir is able to come up with that one. The ball goes right through his hands on the screen there. And these Bills fans are not happy that James Cook did not get the ball in that situation. Goes right through Shakir's hands. And so where the Bills desperately needed to get something going offensively, they start this second half off with a 3-and-out.
And now we have a timeout here called by Philadelphia.
First charge, timeout. Philadelphia, 30 seconds.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, here to get Western New Yorkers back in the game.
It's interesting. At first, I thought they may be challenging it to see if that was actually a backwards pass to Shakir and potentially a fumble. But likely, they may have had too many guys on the field, so Sirianni hits the timeout so that the Bills don't get a free first down in that situation.
So they burn a timeout. I tried to count them up real quick. I had 11, so I don't think they had too many on the field.
Yeah, Sidney Brown ran off the field.
They just
after
made a
the timeout,
substitution.
but yeah, they made a substitution. And really, they might have been trying to just get into punt safe here in case the Bills faked it.
Here's the snap to Wisnowski. Kick is up and away. A driven ball and a spinner. Fair catch signaled for by Covey, who fields it at his own 22 with 13:25 left here in the third. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast is brought to you by Northwest Bank. At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next, like the next Victory Monday. 13-0 Eagles. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
By Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business.
By Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time.
And by the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
Paid actors represent actual clients. After my car accident, insurance offered me $50,000, but my attorneys at the Barnes Firm got me $1.3 million.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. What's your case really worth? Call the Barnes Firm now. You might be surprised.
After my car accident, I called my attorneys, the Barnes Firm, to see if I had a case. I did. They got me $800,000.
Do you have a case? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 grinder, 500 per.
December's the month to get to Northtown Volkswagen, Western New York's #1 sales volume VW dealership, for great deals on a Tiguan. Over 130 to choose from in stock. Open for both sales and service on Sheridan Drive in Amherst. The Volkswagen Tiguan. Turbocharged performance, smart features, and unmistakable German engineering. It's a perfect 4-season SUV. Visit Northtown Volkswagen today. They make it easy. Remember, whatever you're looking for, find it at Northtown. Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
#1 VW dealer based on January to December 2024 polk results.
At Kaleida Health, there's no off season. We train. We fight. We win. We celebrate. Because every day is game day. And here, care runs deep. Learn more about our role as the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills at KaleidaGameDay.com. Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
You know, the last Buffalo Bill to lead the NFL in rushing was O.J. Simpson, 1,503 yards back in 1976. James Cook's already surpassed that with 2 games ago. He comes into today's game leading the NFL with 1,532 yards, 100-plus yards rushing in 9 games this season. James Cook having an absolutely tremendous year. Named to the Pro Bowl, maybe All-Pro is next. That's the Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. When quality counts, choose Stellar Roofing Siding and Windows.
Came into the game as the NFL's leading rusher. We'll see if he can finish there in 2 weeks' time. The Eagles have the football, 1st and 10 at their own 22, and a 13-0 lead with 13:25 left in the third. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hurts in the shotgun with Barkley to his left. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Barkley, stumbles a little bit, but drives his legs forward, and he's out to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Bill's likely going to get a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley here in the second half as the Eagles are playing with a 2-score lead up 13-0. They're going to be content to just try and pound this game away and shorten it as much as they possibly can.
And proof of that is a 3 tight end set here. Bills counter with base defense. Dorian Williams, the 3rd linebacker on the field, with Terrell Bernard still out with that calf injury. Hurts under center. Barkley the lone setback. Hand off to Barkley. Cuts it inside. Weaves through defenders, and he's got a first down out to the 42-yard line. Matt Milano on the stop as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Saquon Barkley started that run to the right-hand side, cuts it back across the formation, and followed a tight end who had a low block on Joey Bosa on the backside, which opened up the gap for the first down.
It's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs at the 37. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, counting the tight ends. Barkley the lone setback, fakes the handoff, play action. Back to pass, all kinds of time. Pressure coming now. Fires, and it's almost intercepted by Milano, but the ball carried him out of bounds. Intended for Goddard, but it was way off the mark. Pressure from Dorian Williams.
The Eagles run hard play action. Dorian Williams adds on from his linebacker spot and is able to create pressure in the backfield to cause Jalen Hurts to roll out and essentially just throw that ball away. I think he wanted to lead it further to the sideline. Almost gave Matt Milano a chance for the interception.
So 2nd and 10 here as we dip under. We have exactly 12 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Eagles up 13-0. Play clock down to 5. Hurts under center. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Barkley. Dodges a defender in the backfield, but the pursuit is there. Matt Milano triggers and makes the tackle along with Shaq Thompson for a loss of 2. Going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Deion Walker broke through the line of scrimmage. He did a big old swim move on Cam Jurgens, the center, to make Saquon Barkley stutter his feet and cut back in the backfield to bring up a 3rd and 12. The Bills defense has got to get off the field in these obvious pass situations on 3rd and long.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hurts in the shotgun. Crowd getting loud. 3rd and 12 here from the Philly 35. Here's the snap. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Pressure coming. Hurts dodges it. Greg Rousseau in pursuit and chases him out of bounds, where Hurts has to ultimately throw the football incomplete. And it's punt time for Philadelphia. Big stop for the Buffalo defense.
You give credit to that one for Dorian Williams. He was rushing in from the defensive tackle spot, and he completely puts Fred Johnson, the right tackle, on his butt, which then frees up Greg Rousseau to come inside of him and free him up on the play to cause the pressure. That's a big-time play there by Dorian Williams, and Fred Johnson looked to be shaken up on the play. He's already filling in for the injured Lane Johnson.
Might have more wounded pride than anything else. Man on to punt this one away, and he does get it away. Shakir deep to return. He's going to let it bounce over his head, and it's headed towards the end zone, but it's not going to get there. Downed at the 1-yard line. Great play there by Keely Ringo to down the ball, or are they going to say touchback? Did they change their mind?
This one looked from my vantage point like it did stop short.
There's a touchback. Number 36 was standing on the goal line.
Oh, boy.
The ball. Timeout on the field.
That is a costly error there by the Eagles, which will give the Bills about 19 yards in field position.
Take your life back with Catholic Health Joint Centers, nationally recognized for faster recovery and better outcomes. 10:58 left. Eagles up 13-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Anderson Water, Power, and Air. Anderson, tap into better living.
By Dan Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys. Don't worry, Cha-Cha's got you.
By Seneca Gaming and Entertainment in Irving. We've got your game.
By Transit Town Jeep Chrysler Dodge Ram. Your home field advantage for trusted service and unbeatable prices.
And by Crosby's Pizza and Subs. Crosby's Hometown Fuel. Game day ready since 1922.
Hi, I'm Matt Schultz of TRS Heating and Air Conditioning. Power outages can strike at any time, leaving your home in the dark. Don't risk it. Upgrade your electric panel or install a whole home generator from TRS. And for a limited time, when you purchase a generator or panel upgrade, receive a whole house surge protector with installation. Get trusted, reliable service from TRS. Call 716-825-9911 today and take control of your home's power.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done, with precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way, with a dedication to lasting quality, trusted performance, and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, where the steady rain has returned here with 10:58 left in the third. Eagles up 13-0. Bills got the football back after a defensive stop. Allen going to work under center here. Cook the lone setback. And a receiver to each side on a two tight end set. Gilliam in motion. Now comes back to the right side. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Cuts it back through a hole on the right side. Coming to the near side. Has the corner. And is forced over the sideline by DeJean. But not before a 10-yard gain. And that's going to move the sticks. The Shatkin first down is presented by Dr. Todd Shatkin in the Aesthetic Associates Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery.
And James Cook shows off his incredible vision there. It's an inside run, inside zone run to the left-hand side. He bends it all the way back around the right side to pick up the first down.
Ray Davis into the game. Allen under center. Two to the right, one to the left. And now Shavers in motion right to left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, pressure coming, dumps it off to Davis, 35, fights through two tacklers, and has the first down with an 11-yard catch and run. And it is pouring right now.
I was just going to say, as the rain starts pouring down, Joe Brady dials up a play action, and Josh Allen, who was under heavy duress in the pocket, just able to get that ball away on the check down to Ray Davis, who's able to get up the field for the first.
This is torrential type rain. Two tight end set. Receiver to each side. Gabe Davis split wide to the right. Shavers tight to the left, and now comes in motion left to right. Doubles back to the left. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. On 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Meets a pile of defenders and just falls forward for a yard, maybe two. And that'll make it 2nd and 8 as the clock continues to run with 9:20 and counting left in the third.
I've seen a lot of guys out there just searching for their towel, trying to find a dry spot to get their hands dry on the play. And James Cook's going to check out here for the second down play.
Ty Johnson into the game. He's going to be to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Two receivers left and two to the right here with two tight ends on the right side. Play clock down to 8 on 2nd and 9. Here's a snap, 5-man rush. Allen has to just throw it out of bounds as a blitzer, Jahad Campbell, was coming free.
With the blitz coming, Josh Allen thought that he was going to have Ty Johnson out in the flat open. Instead, Zach Bond in the vicinity. And so to avoid a potential turnover, Josh Allen throws that ball away over Ty Johnson's head. So now it'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Bills, who are 1 for 5 on the day on 3rd down.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Ty Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Two receivers left, two to the right. 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. Back to pass, fires, and it's complete for a first down. Pulling it in there was Dawson Knox. Big conversion there for Buffalo to keep the drive going Reed Blankenship made the tackle.
It's a great throw by Josh and a great decision. Sees he's got one-on-one, knocks first Blankenship. He likes that matchup on the outbreaking route. And so as soon as his back foot hits in his drop, releases that ball perfectly to Knox for the first.
2 to the right, 2 to the left here. Allen in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the Eagles 47. Here's the snap, 4-man rush, back to pass, steps in the pocket, and now he's dragged down and sacked. This defensive front for the Eagles is manhandling Buffalo's front line. Moro Ajomo on the sack, and Allen comes up gimpy.
Josh Allen had nowhere to go there. That pocket collapsing in on him. These guards have both been beat here today for a sack, working the outside left shoulder of David Edwards, and Josh Allen, as we get to see the replay, wincing in pain as he goes to the ground.
He's grabbing his right shin there. Now it's 2nd and 17 from the Buffalo 46 after a loss of 9. Play clock down to 3. Makes the handoff, back to pass, under duress again, dumps it off. It's complete to Ty Johnson, who gets out to the 48-yard line. This Bills offensive line's going to need some help here.
They are. Jalen Carter there, quick pressure on Josh Allen in the pocket, forcing the dump down. And this is a situation here on 3rd and 15 where you're likely looking to get at least half of it back. And sitting here down 13-0 with 7 minutes of counting left in this third quarter, it could be 4-down territory here for the Bills.
3rd and 15, 6:52 and counting left in the third. Bills down 13-0. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Ty Johnson in the backfield. And now flares out to the right with Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Fires, and it's low and incomplete. Intended for Brandon Cooks. And the pressure was on again. The Eagles are owning the offensive line of the Bills with just a 4-man rush. The pocket is collapsing immediately every single pass play.
Yeah, Osiris Torrance and Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins all getting walked back into Josh's lap, so he's got nowhere to escape the pocket there. Jalen Carter able to get a bull rush on Deion Dawkins, and then Nolan Smith coming off the opposite edge, able to get pressure going around the outside of Spencer Brown.
Covey deep to return as Wisnowski punts this high. Fair catch signaled for at the 16-yard line by Covey, where the offense for the Eagles will again come out. 6:28 left in the third, and the Bills have yet to score. They trail 13-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Is there a safe space for me? Who will listen to me when no one gets it? How will I handle it all?
How can I keep going like this?
We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7. Learn more at 988.ny.gov. Brought to you by the New York State Office of Mental Health.
Hi, I'm Jim Kelly. The choices that you have here in Buffalo are numerous. ECMC is at the top of the list. It's the caregivers. I remember when I was at ECMC, my first bout with cancer, I saw what they did for others. And it just didn't hit me. My wife, she continued to say she could trust the people that were there. ECMC, without a doubt, is one of the main reasons I stayed in Buffalo. My choice? Better health. ECMC.
It's Eric Wood. With temperatures dropping, the last thing you want is a chilly home. That's where Blue Star Home Services comes in, keeping your heating system running like a winning team so your home stays safe, reliable, and comfortable. And right now, when you install a new high-efficiency Lennox Elite heating system, monthly payments can be as low as $58 a month. With hundreds of 5-star reviews, trust Blue Star to deliver comfort for your home. Get started. Visit BlueStarHS.com today.
Winter is here, and so is the salt. Protect your vehicle from salt damage all winter with unlimited car washes at Delta Sonic for only $24.99 per month. Wash every day, plus enjoy all the perks of membership. Use of the express lane, special member gas prices, $30 off every oil change, discounts in the detail shop and convenience store, and free use of the Super Plus Club VIP indoor vacuums. Join today at deltasonic.com or visit any Delta Sonic location.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
won't know when the Bills play next week. That schedule will come out tonight after Sunday Night Football. So after the game tonight, we'll know when the Bills play next week. Could be Saturday, could be Sunday. We'll see what the NFL decides to do. And, of course, that's your NFL scoreboard for next week. We'll keep you updated on what's going on in the other games around the league. And our next NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Eagles with the football and a 13-0 lead with 6:28 left in the third. Raining hard here again in Orchard Park. Hurts in the shotgun. And in motion is Devontae Smith right to left. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end off the left side. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Fires a quick slant. And it's knocked away by Christian Benford. Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. So down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, the Bills will have to go the rest of this game without Terrell Bernard. He's now officially out for the rest of this game with his calf injury. That's the Barnes Firm injury report. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-million.
So Shaq Thompson will man the middle linebacker duties for the duration. 2nd and 10 here from the 16 for Philadelphia. Single receiver left. Bunch formation right. And Barkley split wide to the right. Now coming to the left side is Goddard. 2 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Throws out to the right side. And a circus catch is made by Devontae Smith for a first down at the 33-yard line. Taron Johnson made the tackle. But it's a first down as Devontae Smith is shaken up on the play.
I'm not on the field for a good player.
It's a 17-yard pass play as he went down hard on his arm, and that's what he was grabbing on his way off the field.
He came down on that left elbow. He high-pointed the football. Taron Johnson dragging him down from his jumping position, dinged up that left elbow that already appears to have some type of brace on it. And now Sean McDermott's going to challenge this catch, and we'll see if this one's going to stand. On the initial replay, it looked like it was a catch. Now, as we get to see it again, it looks like that football may move as he goes to the ground.
Has challenged the ruling on the field of a completed pass. Previous plays under review. Timeout.
I mean, it jostles slightly.
It hits the ground and it moves. We're going to see if this stands.
Yeah, it definitely hits the ground. Reimer Home Services for your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Get Reimer on the horn today. Call 716-908-6828 or visit Reimer.com. 6:04 left in the third. 13-0 Eagles. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
By Upstate Honda Dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
By Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Bills fans.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
And by Houghton University. Discover New York's leading evangelical Christ-centered university.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
Protecting with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a game-changing move in the world of accounting and advisory. Freed Maxick has joined forces with Witham, the 22nd largest public accounting and advisory firm in the nation. We're powering up performance with a shared vision to deliver even greater value to our clients in Western and Upstate New York. Experience the transformative power of Witham plus you. That's the power in the plus. Visit witham.com/New York to learn more.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. The challenge that it was not a reception was overturned. It is incomplete. After the ball moved and hit the ground, Devontae Smith could not secure it, so it is now a 3rd and 10 from the Eagles 16 for Philadelphia, up 13-0 with 6:20 left in the third. Crowd getting into it here as A.J. Brown goes in motion left to right, and now a timeout is called. As the officials are huddling up here, this looks to be an officials' timeout. Might be discussing the time on the clock.
With such an extended break, you'd think they'd be able to figure that one out.
There was no charge timeout on the play. Number 6 has to leave the game for one play.
So because he went out on the play in question and left the field, he cannot come back in for the same play in essence. So 3rd and 10 from the 16 here for Philadelphia after that's been sorted.
Highmark Stadium crowd trying to get into it. Bills haven't given a whole lot to cheer about here today. They're getting behind this defense here on this 3rd and 10.
Bunch formation on the right, single receiver left, and now A.J. Brown in motion right to left. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass. 4-man rush, triggering is Thompson, and the ball is thrown out of bounds by Hurts as he was under pressure from Shaq Thompson, who triggered late. And the punt unit will come out for Philadelphia, so no harm done. And the offense will get the ball back, and they've really got to get it in gear now.
It's a big-time stop by the defense. We'll see if the Bills can get some field position here and see if this momentum will change. And the momentum shift of the game is brought to you by Northtown Volkswagen, Western New York's #1 VW dealer, Northtown Volkswagen.
Man back to punt it away for the Eagles. Here's the snap. Little to the right, but he gets the ball off. High-driven punt, sending Shakir all the way back to his 25-yard line. Coming up the right sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 32. And that's where Josh Allen and the offense will get started. And really getting started has been a major problem. 59-yard punt, 8-yard return. The offense has to get it in gear and finish this drive with points on the board.
They truly do. This is actually the best starting field position for the Bills of the game at the 32. Their previous best was the 31. And the Bills have hurt themselves in field position. And the Bills, on that last series, the offensive line was a concern. These first 2 series of the second half, you go 3 and out. And then it looked like that last drive was going to have some promises. You got into Eagles territory after the third down conversion to Dawson Knox. And then just quick pressure after quick pressure and sacks. This offensive line is losing a lot of those one-on-one battles in pass protection here against a talented Philadelphia front. But this Bills unit, their offensive line, one of the best in the league themselves.
So what do you propose here, Eric, to kind of remedy that? Because it was play after play where the pocket was collapsing immediately.
Yeah, you got to be able to continue to establish the run. Right now, James Cook with just 53 yards on the game, but he is averaging 4.4 yards a carry. You got to get the ball out of your hands quickly and call some quick hitters. And then when you go to some longer developing pass plays, you get to some play action protections where you keep extra blockers in on those plays. But first things first, you got to stay ahead of the sticks to where you don't put yourself in these obvious pass situations.
So when we resume here with 6:03 left in the third, Bills will have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Earlier in the game, Josh Allen passed the 61 total yards in the game. He needed 61 to pass Patrick Mahomes for the most combined yards in a player's first 8 seasons in NFL history. He moved past Mahomes, who was previously number 1 with 34,595 total offensive yards.
Yeah, Josh continues to rewrite these record books with all of the success that they've had on offense with him at the helm since entering the league in 2018.
What's crazy is he's gone almost 6 full quarters without an offensive touchdown. He did not have one last week against Cleveland, and through 2 quarters and almost a third. We're going on almost 7 quarters with no offensive touchdowns from the guy who scores them better than anybody. So 1st and 10 here from the 32. Allen under center with 6:03 left in the third. Bills trail 13-0. Bunch formation left. Cook in the backfield. Late motion from Shakir left to right. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. And not much there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain as Jordan Davis popped off his block and made the tackle. That was Georgia on Georgia.
Yeah, just in the middle of that defense, Connor McGovern one-on-one against Jordan Davis in the middle, unable to block him. That's a tough matchup. Jordan Davis, 6'6", 336 pounds there at the nose guard position for the Eagles.
It's been a much better nose tackle for them since he dropped about 30 pounds. Now plays the whole game instead of half of it. Allen in the shotgun. Cook to his right in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Has time. Fires. Looking for Cook. And it's out of his reach. Incomplete. Jahad Campbell was in coverage. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. And right away, Bill's looking at long down and distance on 3rd down.
Yeah, and the pass protection was there. Josh just unable to find anyone open down the field. Eagles in man-to-man coverage, and Josh Palmer kind of slow to get back to the huddle on the play. Something bothering him in his lower body. And he's limping out to his receiver position as he splits out on the right side of the Bills' offense.
Allen in the shotgun here. Knox going to be in the backfield, so Knox and Ty Johnson flanking Allen. Back to pass, looking deep down the right sideline for Palmer, who tried to come back to the football and got mugged, and that's going to draw a pass interference on Quinyon Mitchell. He grabbed him by the shoulder pads as Palmer made an effort to catch the football.
I don't think it was an acting job by Palmer limping, but Josh goes right to him.
Defense, number 27. Spot foul, automatic first down.
And Josh goes right back to him, and he tries to make a play on the football as Mitchell didn't allow him to turn on the play. Eagles not happy with that call, but as we get to see the replay, a lot of contact down there, and he's grabbing Palmer by the collar of his jersey. I like that call there by the officials.
26-yard penalty puts the ball 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 42 for Buffalo. Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his left, and now flips to the right side. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook, through a hole, gets more penetration, drives his legs forward and gets to the 39 for a gain of 3, but it has been tough sledding as Jalen Carter, another former teammate of his in college, grabbed him.
The Bills lead the league in yards before contact for the running backs. That's a testament to this offensive line and these tight ends. But here, especially early in this second half, James Cook getting contacted at or right around the line of scrimmage consistently.
Bunch formation left here on 2nd and 7, and now Shavers comes over to the right side in motion. Ray Davis to the right of Allen in the shotgun. 4:33 and counting left in the third. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Allen back to pass. They block it up. Looking down the right sideline for Shavers, who goes up. And does he pull it in? He does! An unbelievable catch by Tyrell Shavers, who climbed the ladder and snatched it off the roof. And the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Josh just throws a jump ball down the field to his 6'4" receiver, who makes an incredible catch there, as there is a ton of contact going to the ground. Ball ends up landing on top of him as he makes this catch.
They run another play. It's a quick slant intended for Davis. It's incomplete.
As we got to see the replay, that ball might have hit the football. I like that. It's a good decision by the Bills to run down the field and get that play off. Josh Allen tries to throw a backside slant there to Gabe Davis, but the Eagles ready for that one as they break that one up. So the Bills got the ball in the red zone here on the 7-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up. Bills got to get 7 here.
So 2nd and goal from the 7. Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson flared out to the left in the backfield. 3 to the left, counting the tight end. Knox, 1 to the right. And now coming in motion and doubling back to the left side is Shavers. Here's the snap. Allen looking left, now middle. Fires, complete to Shakir, who's tripped up at the 3-yard line. They're going to give him the 2. So it's a gain of 5, and it's now going to be 3rd and goal from the 2, tackled by the safety, Marcus Epps.
Shakir on a crossing route, just unable to get his feet under him to be able to turn up the field quick enough to be able to get away for the touchdown. And they're putting this ball right about the 2.5-yard line. This might be Josh Allen design run time if he's healthy enough for it, but Bill's going to get under center with James Cook in the dot.
Cook the lone setback, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Allen under center. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook, and he's tripped up in the backfield and does not get there. Marcus Epps made the tackle as he flew up from his safety position and made an unbelievable stop. And now, decision time.
Sean McDermott's going to leave his offense on the field right now, but as this clock is running with 24 seconds left on the play clock, Bills players just now getting in the huddle with a critical 4th and 4. You got to get this play call in quick enough here.
Cook lost a yard on the carry, so the ball is now on the 3-yard line. 4th and goal from the 3. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and now Shakir over to the left side. Bunch formation left, Palmer on the right. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Allen back to pass, nobody open, steps up, looks, pumps, now still running, looking for the end zone, and is he going to get there? No, they've got him down at the 1-yard line. Turnover on downs for Philly.
The runner was down short of the goal line. It's Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10.
Connor McGovern also shaken up on the play as Allen lunged for the goal line. His rear end was down before he could reach the ball over. Missed the touchdown by inches.
It's incredibly close here, but he is down just before getting to the goal line. Philadelphia comes up with the stop. What a play by the Eagles on 3rd and 2.
On the field has been confirmed. It's Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10.
Make the play on 3rd and 2 to force them to a 3rd and 3. If the Bills are able to get one, you likely see a QB sneak there. Instead, Josh Allen can't find anybody open down the field, and he stopped inches short of the goal line.
On 1st and 10 from the 1, the Eagles set up in a tush-push formation. And that's what they run, but the Bills only give them a couple of yards there, out to the 2.5, maybe the 3, as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for What's Next. And we're going to dip under 2 minutes left here in the 3rd, and the Bills still with no points on the board. Larry Ogunjobi on that last tackle.
If the Bills are able to come up with a 3 and out here, Philadelphia punting from their own end zone, you'd likely think that the Bills then will get good field position for their next drive in an attempt to put some points up on the scoreboard.
Hurts under center. Barkley in the backfield. Tight formation here. Hand off to Barkley. Drives his legs forward. Gets out to the 4, maybe the 5-yard line for a gain of 2. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Let's go down the sidelines to South.
Not only is it a low-scoring game, guys, if the Bills would have got one more yard, they'd be at 200. Neither team, through almost 3/4 of play, is at 200 yards of offense here today. The Bills at 199.
Philadelphia just 3 for 10 on 3rd down. We got a critical 3rd and 6 coming up from the 5-yard line.
Hurts going to work from the shotgun. Barkley to his left. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left here on 3rd and 6. 5 on the play clock. Late motion from Devontae Smith right to left. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. He dodges it, gets out of there, and slides and takes a loss. Greg Rousseau and Matt Milano were ready to nail him if he didn't slide. He did, and gave himself up at the 3-yard line.
It's a beautiful blitz design by Sean McDermott and Bobby Babich there as they fire both edges with Cole Bishop and Taron Johnson. They take a risk calling a blitz in that situation. It pays off, and so now the Eagles will be punting with Brandon Mann with his heels on the back of the goal line, only about 11 yards behind the line.
Here's the snap. Punt is quick kicked, and it's a low liner. Shakir going to field it at his own 46. Come up the near sideline and step out of bounds at the Eagles' 41-yard line. A 50-yard punt and a 9-yard return. 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, so the Bills will run a play here And we'll move on to the fourth.
Connor McGovern was shaken up on that fourth down play on the turnover on downs, but he's going to be out here to start this next series. That's a good sign here for their veteran center.
Bills still trail 13-0. Have points have been hard to come by.
Got 3 consecutive punts forced by your Bills defense this offense has got to reward them with points.
Allen in the shotgun here. Cook to his left. Bunch formation left. Single receiver right. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. It's a tunnel screen to Knox. No blockers to help him. And he only gets down to the 39-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter.
And that's just going to go for a gain of 2. Time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank, the team that brings you expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. We are through 3, and the Bills are still looking for their first points of the game. They trail 13-0. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Verizon, powered by Verizon.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
By the New York State Office of Mental Health. Visit bewell.ny.gov for wellness tips to help you manage stress and be well.
By Northtown Hyundai, West New York's premier Hyundai dealership. Shop online at northtownhyundai.com.
And by Dyna Braid Tools, inspired in Buffalo, built by Winds.
As the temperatures drop, small problems can become big, frozen headaches. Is your home prepared? For a limited time, Stellar is offering 50% off the cost of installation on your next roofing, windows, siding, or insulation project. Our team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship, backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Don't wait until snow and ice cause costly damage. Take advantage of this exclusive offer today. When quality counts, call
320-7663. Stellar Roofing.
Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Paid actors represent actual claims.
My attorneys at the Barnes firm settled my job accident case for 65 times more than insurance said they'd pay. Glad I called.
After a car rear-ended me, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $800,000.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
I called. My case was worth $600,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grinder, 500 Pearl.
Hey, this is Sal Capaccio. My friends at Northtown want to make sure you have peace of mind when purchasing a vehicle. Northtown vehicles come with an exclusive engine protection warranty on virtually every new and used vehicle. Northtown Engine Shield Protection. It's exclusively available from Northtown and helps prevent those unexpected costs that none of us plan for. Find what you're looking for with Northtown Engine Shield Protection. Find whatever you're looking for anytime at northtownauto.com. Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Roofing sideline report from down here at Highmark Stadium. When quality counts to Stellar Roofing, siding, and windows. Well, if you sit down, you're just going to get wet anyway, so no choice but to stand up and be energetic. That's what the Bills sideline is doing here, trying to get their offense into the end zone. They've had a couple of chances, but now they really need to punch it in. No points here to start the fourth quarter.
2nd and 8 for Buffalo, down 13-0 from the Philly 39. Ty Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Allen throws it to Ty Johnson, has a blocker, dragging a tackler. He's got a first down as he's inside the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 10, and that'll move the sticks.
The Bills fake the screen one way to Shakir and come back with a screen to the left to Ty Johnson. Good job by David Edwards out in front of that one, blocking him on the play.
And Ty Johnson got up a little gimpy there, shaking out his arm. Allen with that pass has now reached the 30,000 passing yard mark. Allen under center, Cook the lone setback. 2 to the right, here's the snap. Cook taking it over the left side, brought down by Jordan Davis after a short gain of 3 to the 27.
Looked like James Cook had some room outside there, sticks his head in the middle to pick up 2 on the play. Early in the game, those were the situations where he was attacking those corners on the outside. Mitchell, the only defender to the outside, the Eagles cornerback.
Cook with just 57 yards on 16 carries. He's to the right of Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Fakes the orbit. And Allen throwing it down the left sideline looking for Cook. And it's incomplete. Vaughn was in coverage as it was just out of reach. And here we are again at 3rd and long for Buffalo. It'll be a 3rd and 8 with 13:41 left.
Bills love to go with that wheel route out of the backfield to Cook as he heads up the opposite sideline. They play fake it to him, set up an orbit screen to the right to Shakir, get one-on-one, but James Cook unable to get separation from Bond, who ran stride for stride with him. So we got 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bills, potentially 4-down territory if you could make this a 4th and short.
Bills going empty here, bunch formation right, 2 to the left, counting Ty Johnson. Here's the snap to Allen in the shotgun, back to pass, has time, nobody open, looking for somebody, pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, running to his left, now doubles back right, still nobody open, trying to get away, and he's sacked for a horrible loss at the 48-yard line that takes them out of field goal range. Disastrous decision by Josh Allen.
And he is ticked at himself for that one. He circled back one too many times. It's going to be a loss
of 21
on the play.
It hurts to even say it.
And so now, instead of a potential Badgley field goal coming up, now it's going to be a punt again for the Bills here, who this will be their 3rd punt of the second half, who've also added a turnover on downs in there.
High end-over-end punt. It's going to drop inside the 5 and into the end zone. So it's going to come out to the 20-yard line for the Eagles here. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you in part by Catholic Health, the right way to care. 12:48 left. Eagles still have a 13-0 lead. This is Buffalo Bills football.
If you're injured at work or through the fault of someone else, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard, so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji at 854-1446 or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
This month, get to Western New York's #1 Kia dealer, Northtown Kia, for great deals in the Kia Sportage, Sorento, and Telluride, the perfect SUV for Buffalo. Visit Northtown Kia on Sheridan Drive in Amherst or online at northtownkia.com. With a 4.9-star Google rating, their customers keep coming back for unbeatable service, incredible selection, and great prices. Check out great financing rates, along with Northtown's exclusive engine shield coverage on virtually every new and used vehicle sold at Northtown Kia. Remember, whatever you're looking for, find it at Northtown. Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
#1 Kia dealer based on January to December 2024 polk results. Water damage happens fast. So can the cleanup when you call on the restoration specialist at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Whenever water damage strikes your home or business, call on the cleanup and restoration specialist at 1-800-SERVPRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVPRO.
Franchises are independently owned and operated.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Delta Sonic Car Wash. It started out with a kiss.
By Northtown Hyundai, West New York's premier Hyundai dealership. Shop online at northtownhyundai.com.
By Catalyst Fitness. Activate your life in 30 minutes.
By Mike Barney Nissan. Awesome cars, great dealership, lousy jingle.
And by T-Mark Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. The official residential HVAC company of the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. And it's going to be on the Bills defense to once again get a stop and get the ball back for an offense that has gone nowhere today.
And Eagles likely going to play conservative with the way their defense is playing throughout this game, holding on to this shutout, and so likely going to be tough to force a turnover in this situation.
Hurts in the shotgun here, receiver to each side. Handoff goes to Barkley, spins out of a tackle, but then is brought down. And making the stop there was Larry Ogunjobi after a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd and 7, and the clock will run. 12:30 and counting left. Bills down 13-0.
Bills defense has played well in the second half. We often see them make great halftime adjustments. Give up 13 points in the first half. None surrendered here in the second half, forcing 3 straight punts.
High formation here from the Eagles with Hurts under center. Here's the snap. Another handoff. And they've got him wrapped up as he gets no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Matt Milano first in there on the tackle. Darian Mathis also in the neighborhood.
It was a great fill by Shaq Thompson to force that ball back into the teeth of the defense. And so now this Bills defense is a chance to force back-to-back 3-and-outs. This would be a huge one here for Buffalo to get the ball back to their offense so quickly.
Crowd trying to rally the defense here on 3rd and 7 with 11:34 and counting left. Bills down 13-0. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. They pick up the blitz. But now Milano gets through, grabs his leg. Hurts gets away. Rolling right. Fires. And it's out of bounds. Incomplete. And the punt unit will come on again. Joey Bosa with the late pressure.
The Bills have gotten very creative here with their pass rush schemes throughout this game. There they bring Matt Milano up the gut, who's able to force Jalen Hurts to escape the pocket. Just barely misses a sack there in the backfield. Forces the throwaway after the scramble out to the right. The Bills are going to get this ball back with Shakir back to return.
Shakir standing at his own 32 as Braden Mann sets to kick this one away, standing at his own 10. Here's the snap over to the right and just gets it off as Shavers barely missed the ball. Fielded at the 18, Shakir with room to run, 30, 35, up to the 40, and out to the 45-yard line. One of the best returns of the season by Khalil Shakir with 11:02 left, down 13-0. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you in part by Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. This is Buffalo Bills football.
In Buffalo, we win together. On the field or on the factory floor, success is built as a team. At Dynabrade, we make American-made tools right here in Buffalo, driven by one goal, getting better every day. For our customers, for our community, for the future. Teamwork, continuous improvement, sustainability, customer focus. If those values speak to you, you belong with us. Dynabrade is hiring. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, with us at Dynabrade? Visit Dynabrade.com.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-hey-hey. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, still raining steadily here in Orchard Park. Bills down 13-0, but they've got the football with 11:02 left in what amounts to a 2-score game as their defense has downright kept them in it.
You get 7 points here, this game's going to get real interesting, and this crowd's going to get charged up.
Bunch formation right, single receiver left. Ray Davis to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap, takes the handoff, back to pass. Fires out to the right side, and it's complete. And And making the catch there is Brandon Cooks, right at the first down marker. Is he inches shy, or is it a first down?
Looks like they're going to mark him just short. We'd love to see the Bills get on the ball here, get in some up-tempo offense, do something just a little bit different to try and catch this Eagles defense off guard a little bit and try and switch some momentum.
2nd and inches, Reggie Gilliam into the game, and he's in motion, doubling back to the right side where they have a bunch. Single receiver left. Davis still in the game, takes the handoff, through a hole. He's got the first down, tripped up, and tackled at the 41-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain and a fresh set of downs for Buffalo as we come up on 10-15 and counting left. Bills down 13-0, and Ray Davis comes up hobbling.
Yeah, he got high load on the play, and he's able to get off the field as he was wrapped up top by Zach Bond. He got raked across the head pretty much by Jordan Phillips, and then Blankenship came low at the end, which caused the pain that Ray Davis is feeling on his lower half.
So Cook into the game to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right here on 1st and 10. There's the snap, back to pass, 4-man rush, gets it out quick to Shakir at the 40, dodges a defender, tries to stiff arm another, and over the far sideline, he's out of bounds at the 39. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
9:20 and counting left in this one. Bills need some points desperately. Down 13-0. 2nd and 7 from the Philly 38. Allen in the shotgun. Cook to his right. Bunch formation left. Single receiver right. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Through a hole into the second level and near the first down marker. Looks like a gain of 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 as we dip under 9 minutes left. Mitchell on the tackle.
3rd and inches. The Bills looking like they're going to get right back up on the football for this 3rd down attempt.
3rd and 1. Allen going to go under center here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Cook the lone setback. Allen directing traffic here. Cook's in motion. Handoff goes to Cook right up the middle, and he's got the first down. Stopped at the 30, 2 yards, and a fresh set of downs for Buffalo as we're now under 8.5 minutes left.
It's going to put James Cook up to 66 yards on the game, but he's averaging less than 4 yards a carry on the season, averages over 5 yards a carry. Give credit to this Eagles defense. Early on, they were getting gashed in his first couple series, and they've really shut down this Bills run game for a majority of the remainder of the game.
Ty Johnson, the single setback. Allen under center here. Shavers in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Pitch play left to Ty Johnson. They're stringing it out. Looks to get the corner and does as he's down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. That'll set up 2nd and 6. The safety Epps forced him over the near sideline.
Got to get 7 points. Red zone execution in deep in Eagles territory has been awful by the Bills here throughout this game. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left counting in this one. Eagles with 2 timeouts remaining. Bills with all 3.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Allen under center on 2nd and 6. Pitch play to the right to Ty Johnson. Looks to cut it up inside, and he's swallowed up by a couple of tacklers after a short gain to the 24. It's only a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 down to the sidelines to Sal.
Hey guys, Ray Davis got up. He ran up and down the sidelines. He's on the sidelines right now. We'll see if he goes back into this game. Nothing official on him, but it looks like he's okay to go back in.
Ty Johnson going to stay in here as the designated 3rd down back. He's to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Under 7 minutes to go now. 2 receivers to the left along with the tight end. 1 to the right. Shakir in motion left to right. Now doubles back to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires. It's complete to Shakir. He's got the first down. Driving his legs into the 11-yard line, forced over the sideline to the 10 as the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this big conversion by Shakir for 13 yards.
6th catch of the game for Shakir as he lowers his head and runs over the cornerback Jackson for additional yards on the play.
Allen under center as the Bills are right back on the ball. Ty Johnson, the deep setback. He's going to take the handoff. Big hole down to the 5, fighting for extra yards. And he's just shy of the first down marker at the 2. 8-yard gain there by Ty Johnson. And we've got a lineman taking a knee, and that's Spencer Brown, who may have been poked in the eye.
He's messing with his face here. Spencer Brown, offensive linemen generally have a tighter cage face mask. He's got a pretty big opening on the front of that one, allowing the defender's hands to be able to penetrate into his face mask. Getting to see a replay here, and he's getting raked up into his face there by Jalen Carter. Not one of the cleanest players in the NFL, and
should have been illegal hands to the face.
Officials missed one there as Spencer Brown's head was jacked back on the play. Trainers out there with a water bottle squirting it onto Spencer Brown's face, likely trying to remove something from his eye. He's got something lodged in there on the play.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, as that happened, Sean McDermott went out to check on Spencer Brown, and then he took the moment while he was out there to walk down to where the ball was placed to find out exactly how much room and how much was needed to get a first down here. Then he went back to the official on scoreboard to say something maybe about what you're talking about. But Sean McDermott took a quick peek, so the Bills are very sure of exactly how much they need for a first down, which I will tell you from where I'm standing is about 1 yard, maybe 1 1/4, and then from there it's a 1.5 yards to the end zone.
McDermott's looking at it again. He just ran down the sidelines again. Ryan Vandermark is in for Spencer Brown, at least for this play, as it's 2nd and goal from the 1, or 2nd and 1 from the 2. So they can get a first down if they get a yard. Allen under center here. Ty Johnson in the backfield. Motion from Hawes, handoff to Johnson, and I don't know if he got it.
Officials running in right at the sticks, right at that 2-yard line.
Byron Young made the stop, and it's 3rd down.
We're going to call it 3rd down. James Cook and Reggie Gilliam are going to check into the game. So is Alec Anderson. He'll be in as a 6th offensive lineman here.
An eligible receiver. 70 is eligible. 70.
So 3rd and 1 from the 2. They need a yard to get the first down. Obviously 2 to get in the end zone. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Reggie Gilliam lines up behind Josh, and it's a shove. And Allen rolling his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Josh Allen finally gets Buffalo on the board with a 2-yard sneak for the score. And with that touchdown, Josh Allen now has 300 in his NFL career, becoming the fastest and the youngest to 300 offensive touchdowns in league history. He does it in 127 games and does it on his 29th birthday. No other player had done it before age 31. Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked. Hard to tell who got the hand up. It might have been Byron Young, but the kick was blocked, and the score is 13-6.
Yeah, that's a massive block there, too. As the ball comes out, it's Jalen Carter gets his outreached arm up there to be able to get his hand on it. He's rushing right between the long snapper and the right guard on the play, and he blocks it to make this still a 7-point game here. So the Eagles are going to get this ball back. There's 5:11 left on the clock. 3 timeouts for the Bills, 2 for the Eagles. The Bills break this shutout. You get that field, or you get that PAT there, it's a 6-point game to where if you're able to get another touchdown, you got a shot for a PAT for the win. Now the Bills find themselves still down 7 here.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, a much-needed Toyota drive time of 11 plays, 54 yards, 5 minutes and 51 seconds, driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills.
Covey and Shipley back to return for the Eagles, as Badgley sets to kick this one away. Crowd back into the game now. Kick up and away, and headed towards Shipley. Fields it at the 3. To the 15, 20, 25. Dodges a tackler and is finally wrapped up at the 29-yard line. Dorian Williams got there and made the tackle. Dynabrade Tools' first strike of the game is powered by Dynabrade Tools, inspired in Buffalo, built by wins.
This Bills defense is forced 4 punts to start this second half. Back-to-back 3-and-outs. If they can come up with another one here, it's going to be massive for this Bills team. This Highmark Stadium crowd charged up as the Bills finally put up some points and get back within striking distance.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Hurts going to operate from under center. I formation with the tight end Goddard in front of Barkley. Late motion from Smith left to right. It's a pitch play left to Barkley. Looking to cut it back. He's tripped up and upended. Dropped for a 5-yard loss. Now they're going to give his forward progress to the 26. It's a 4-yard loss. Matt Milano with the tackle for loss. And man, has he been something the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, Matt Milano and Shaq Thompson were flying. Shaq Thompson takes out Dallas Goedert, the lead blocker. Matt Milano outruns the offensive lineman trying to take an angle to get him to drop Saquon for a 4-yard loss on the play.
2nd and 14 with 4:30 and counting left. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hurts in the shotgun, Barkley to his right. Play clock down to 2. 1, here's the snap. Handoff, goes to Barkley. He's wrapped up by Rousseau, who piggybacks him to the ground after a minimal gain to the 28. It's a 2-yard gain, and that's going to set up 3rd and 12.
And they try to set up a draw on the play, and Greg Rousseau reads it perfectly. Doesn't pass rush. You go around the edge, which would have left a huge opening, goes right through the right tackle, Fred Johnson, to drop Saquon for just a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 12 coming up with a chance to give the Bills the football back. 3 minutes and 45 seconds and counting left.
Eagles break the huddle late, and the crowd is into it now. 3rd and 12. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hurts in the shotgun with Barkley to his right. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Looking deep down the right sideline for Smith, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Benford, who made a tremendous play on some catch-up speed to get there. Smith had a step on him, and Benford made it up before the ball arrived. It's punt time for Philly.
3 straight 3-and-outs by this Bills defense, giving them a shot. Getting the football back. Khalil Shakir back at his own 28. Ready to return this one.
Braden Mann ready to punt it away for Philadelphia. Standing at his own 14. Here's the snap. Kick is away. High hanger. Fair catch signaled for by Shakir at his own 16. And that's where the offense will have to come out. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left. Bills with all 3 of their timeouts. But after that 56-yard punt, they've got a ways to go. 84 yards to the end zone.
We've seen some heroic comebacks this season. The Bills have had 6 wins this season when trailing by 7 or more points in the second half. We'll see if they can pull one off here again here in Orchard Park.
Restless murmur from the crowd here as the official spot of the ball is at the 17.
You got all 3 of your timeouts. You're likely going to be in an up-tempo offense here. The Bills switch up their play call late with their personnel, so they break the huddle with 13 seconds.
Allen under center. Gilliam into the game. Doubles back to the right side. Cook the lone setback on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Dances. Comes to the right. Jukes a defender. Gets out to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The Bills are going to huddle up here. I'd like to see them get on the football here. You got to get this play clock in quickly. Bills shuffling their personnel grouping here, bringing in some smaller personnel with Palmer, Shavers, and Shakir checking in.
Spencer Brown has checked back into the game at the right tackle spot. Left earlier after getting poked in the eye. 2nd and 4, 2:49 and counting. Bills down 13-6. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Play clock down to 5. Late motion from Shavers. Makes the handoff back to pass. Allen looking. Now left. In the pocket. Has to throw it away over the right sideline as he was decked by a DOMO at the last possible second. Shakir, the only receiver in the vicinity.
Yeah, Shavers was working down the field. Josh looked to potentially take a shot one-on-one down the field. As Shakir released the backfield, he was taken out down to the ground. It was Josh's initial read, so he was unavailable on the play. And so then Josh, who could have pulled the trigger on an over route to Palmer, ends up having to just throw this one away.
They break the huddle with just 12 seconds on the play clock. It's 3rd and 4. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 3. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Throws. Looking on the sideline. It's complete for a first down. As Brandon Cooks gathered the ball in, tiptoed the sideline, and that'll move the sticks. Adoree Jackson in coverage.
Brandon Cooks making an impact in this one. Bill's leading receiver yardage-wise on the day. That's his 3rd catch of the game, and that's a big one to move the sticks on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 from the 29 as we have 2:29 and holding left here in the game. Bills down 13-6. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson to his left. Double back motion from Shakir on the right. Snap to Allen. Throws it underneath. He was looking for Ty Johnson on a screen play, and here's a flag.
We'll see what this is. It's potentially going to be...
They were trying to set up the screen to Ty Johnson.
A hold on Ty Johnson. I'm just wondering, with Josh Allen having to pump fake there, if the offensive lineman got down the field where you'll get an illegal man down the field, which would be a 5-yard penalty. Eagles pointing in that direction like that will be the call.
There is no foul in the play for an ineligible player downfield. A complete pass. 2nd down.
So the flag is picked up. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 29. 2:26 left. As we told you, the Bills have all 3 timeouts. They'll obviously have the 2-minute warning as well to stop the clock.
Sean McDermott on the sideline discussing with the officials why that wasn't a penalty there, as Ty Johnson was held as he was trying to release for the screen.
Bunch formation right, single receiver left. Allen in the shotgun here. Here's the snap. Hand off to Ty Johnson. A lot of traffic there. He manages to get out to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 1. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. 2:15 left in counting. And they may just take it to the 2-minute warning here and talk it over. Zach Bond on that tackle.
The Bills are going to make this walk to the sideline with 4, 3, 2, then 1 coming up here before the 2-minute warning.
Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast is brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places. 13-6 Eagles. We are at the 2-minute warning on the Buffalo Bills radio network. Hey, Bills Mafia. There is no better time than right here, right now to become a season ticket member in the new Highmark Stadium. Seat selection is now open to new stadium priority list members. To join the priority list, visit buffalobills.com/priority list and place a seat deposit. Don't miss your chance to be part of Bills history in our new home. Learn more at buffalobills.com/priority list.
This season, New Era Cap and Josh Allen are teaming up for a cause that hits close to home and close to the heart. At every Bills home game, Josh wears a one-of-a-kind New Era cap, each one custom designed by a young patient at Oshai Children's Hospital. Every cap is signed by Josh and then auctioned off, with all proceeds benefiting the Patricia Allen Fund to support kids and families in need. Even on the road, the mission doesn't stop. New Era keeps it going strong. To see these incredible designs and learn more, visit neweracap.com/Josh.
When it's game time on the job site, Skyworks Equipment Rental is your MVP. From aerial lifts to concrete gear, telehandlers, forklifts, and more, Skyworks brings the heavy equipment playbook to keep your project driving forward. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, and Southeast, and delivering nationwide, Skyworks has the power and the precision to score big for your crew. Rent it, buy it, or service your own with our factory-trained technicians. Visit SkyworksLLC.com today. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire protection, security, and video monitoring systems. You've worked hard to build your business. Protect your employees, yourself, and your assets by leaving your company's security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake for a comprehensive security assessment. We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake or go to glbs-inc.com.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
One other 4 p.m. window game. The Giants have beaten the Raiders 34-10. Later tonight, it's the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers, a very big NFC matchup. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
13-6 the score, 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 9 for Buffalo here with the ball on the 30. Allen in the shotgun, Ty Johnson to his right. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Late motion here from Shavers, who doubles back to the right. There's the snap. Quick hitter on the right side to Ty Johnson, and they've got it bottled up. Gets away from a couple of tacklers, but only gets back to the line of scrimmage. It might go for a 1-yard loss. Timeout by Buffalo here. On top of it with 1:50 left. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, is the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills. The season never stops at Kaleida Health.
During that 2-minute warning, Sean McDermott likely telling Joe Brady, you have 2 play calls here. We're going to go for it on 4th if we don't get it. And so they go with the screen trying to get part of it there. But Ty Johnson unable to get anything going up the field. And so now the Bills have a 4th and 9 here, and the way they slow played all that time up until the 2-minute warning, this is essentially the ball game right here if they don't get it.
It's officially a 4th and 10 after the 1-yard loss. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right with Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson to his left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires. It's caught. It's a hook and ladder, and it's going for a first down. Up over midfield and out of bounds into Eagles territory. The hook and ladder works again. Tyrell Shavers with the pitch to Johnson, and it's a fresh set of downs for Buffalo.
It's a gutsy play call there, and executed to perfection as Nolan Smith was coming free off the backside. Josh gets that ball away just in time.
Allen back on the ball here. In the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Ty Johnson to his left in the backfield. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has a pass batted out of the air. Incomplete. He was looking for Shavers over the middle. And that'll stop the clock with 1:40 left as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Yeah, when these defenders get tired late in the game and you convert that last 4th down, you got to be ready for them to stop their rush at the line of scrimmage and try and bat a ball away. As we just saw there, I believe it was Nolan Smith who was able to bat that one away.
2nd and 10, Allen in the shotgun, Cook into the game, to the left of him in the backfield. 2 receivers left, and now Cook will split to the left, 2 to the right in an empty set. 4 on the play clock. Here's the snap. 4-man rush, back to pass, looking, fires, deep over the middle. He's got Shakir. Did he pull it in for the catch? Holy cow, he did! What a grab! Unbelievable! And it's actually Brandon Cooks on the reception. Brandon Cooks has come to play today. His 4th catch of the afternoon. It was bobbled and pulled in at the 10. Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. Here's the snap to Allen. Hand off to Cook. Diving forward and only gets down to the 9. Clock winding down to a minute and counting.
Just need to look to get back up on the football. They do still have 2 timeouts left. They're going to make a substitution here. They're going to get in the huddle. 50 seconds and counting left in this one.
This
but what a play by Brandon Cooks, elevating at the catch point. He's now up to 101 yards on the game.
43 seconds and counting left. It's 2nd and goal from the 9. Ray Davis the lone setback. Allen under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Play action. Looking to the end zone. Now going to take off and run. They're in hot pursuit. Allen doubles back down to the 3-yard line. They're going to have to burn a timeout here with 23 seconds left, and they do. It's going to
charge timeout. Buffalo, 30 seconds.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo staring at a 3rd and goal from the 3 with 23 seconds remaining.
It looked like Jalen Phillips was going to bring Josh Allen down for the sack. Jalen Phillips, 6'5", 265 pounds, and Josh Allen breaks right away from his grasp on the play at the 11-yard line, struggles, dragging defenders down to the 3, so the Bills will have 2 plays from the 3-yard line. Still 1 timeout left, with a chance to be able to tie this game with a PAT attempt if they can get the field goal, or elect to go for 2 and the win.
So they can run it here with a timeout at their disposal to stop the clock. 3rd and goal from the 3. Bunch formation right with 3. One receiver to the left is Gabe Davis. Ty Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Back to pass. They pick up the blitz. Fire to Knox. He dives to the end zone. It's a touchdown. Dawson Knox comes through big time with a touchdown with 18 seconds on the clock.
And the Bills are going to line up and go for 2 and go for the win as they find themselves down 1 point here.
And they're going to review the touchdown to make sure that Knox got in without his knee touching. Are they going to say his elbow is down?
Might say his elbow's down, and if they do, it'll be about an inch short of the goal line, in which case we likely have a scrum on a tush push for a chance for the score. As Dawson Knox was struggling to get in the end zone, his elbow does go down, and I believe he's going to be about a half yard short of the goal line here. The officials taking a look at this one right now. Sean McDermott, if this stands, was going to go for 2, so you're likely talking about a couple different situations here on the sideline right now. You're talking about your 2-point conversion play, and then also talking about if this is ruled short, what's going to be your go-to play call here.
And how ironic would this be? The 2 teams that run the tush push more than any other teams in the league. The game could come down to a tush push here. Since 2022, Jalen Hurts ranks first in push sneaks with 36 for touchdowns. Second is Allen with 18. It's hard to see if his elbow... it looks like it is down. I hate to say it, but...
yeah.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Now, guys, get Ron Torborg
After
first.
further review, the runner is down short of the goal line. It'll be Buffalo's ball, 4th down at the half-yard line.
But
because of the reversal in the last 2 minutes, this requires a 10-second runoff. Both teams have decided not to use a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 8 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
But the clock will start. The clock will start, though, guys, as soon as he starts it.
Alec Anderson is in as a 6th offensive lineman.
Now, I think Sean McDermott will let this
Please set the game clock to 9 seconds, please. The clock will start on my ready-for-play signal.
And then Sean McDermott's going to call a timeout to let this come down to 1 play.
Eligible receiver. 70 is eligible.
Game we got here. Bills trying to pull out some heroics again, finding themselves down 13 with essentially 2 possessions to go. Score on that last possession on the Josh Allen run, and we're likely going to see another Josh Allen run here. Sean McDermott standing right next to the officials at the 1-yard line, and he's going to call a timeout here with 6 seconds left on the game clock.
So the Bills burn their last timeout. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health and the Patricia Allen Fund for the most critical moments. Give today. So it will quite literally all come down to this. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, so it is important to know the Bills did keep the offense out to go for 2 when they originally thought they scored a touchdown. If they are able to punch this ball in, I expect them to go for 2 to try and win or lose this game with a 2-point conversion.
And I think that's a smart decision for a number of reasons. One, you've been on the field so much offensively in the second half. You got a worn-down Eagles defense, and then also with the amount of injuries that the Bills have, this is a valuable game. But you extend this for another quarter of play. You don't want to subject any of your guys this late in the season to more injuries.
Allen under center. Cook is the deep setback. Reggie Gilliam over on the left. And now lines up behind Allen. They go to push him over the goal line, and he is in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. The Eagles get a taste of their own medicine with a tush push for the score. And the Bills are indeed going to go for 2 to try to win the football game. 5 seconds remaining. This 2-point conversion attempt brought to you by Catholic Health the right way to care.
The Eagles went low to try and stop that tush push on the QB sneak, and Josh Allen goes high and gets that ball just over the goal line to get in for the score. James Cook's going to come off the field. Ray Davis in for this 2-point conversion attempt from the 2-yard line.
Score is 13-12. Bills need the 2-point conversion for the win. Allen under center. Palmer out to the left. 2 receivers to the right. And the Eagles are going to call timeout to get a snapshot of this one and discuss what the best defensive call will be. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, is the official health care provider of the Buffalo Bills. Care runs deep at Kaleida Health.
What a fourth quarter performance by the Bills. What a second half performance by this Bills defense, holding the Eagles to just 17 total net yards here in the second half to give their offense a chance now from the 2-yard line to take the lead with just 5 seconds remaining in this one.
Ray Davis going to be the setback. Reggie Gilliam also into the game. The heart in the collective throats of Bills fans here as the game is literally on the line. Bills need a 2-point conversion for the win with 5 seconds remaining. Ray Davis, the lone setback. Bunch formation on the left. Gilliam in motion, left to right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Allen fires to the end zone, and he misses. The intended receiver in the back of the end zone was Shakir, and Allen threw it wide of the target, incomplete, and that will be the ball game.
Oh, he had him too, and Josh is beside himself going to the sideline right now. It's a beautiful play call. You get Shakir coming open along the back end of the goal line. Looked like he was going to run an over route. He breaks it out, completely fools the defense. And Josh Allen just with a huge misfire, rolling out to his left, didn't get his feet properly set to make that throw. And he had time to be able to set his feet. And Josh is extremely upset, rightfully so. And so now the Bills are going to have an onside kick attempt here to try and recover this football. Not sure if you could even get that done in these final 5 seconds to give yourself a Hail Mary attempt if you're able to recover this onside kick. That's a rare misfire by Josh there, and just barely throws it outside Shakir's catch radius. So
that was 6 yards wide of the mark there. He just did not have a good ball.
About 1.5 yards wide, but yeah, that's a big time misfire.
So Badgley lines up for the onside kick attempt here. Waiting to get clearance from the official. 5 seconds remaining. Bills still down 13-12. Badgley lined up like he's going to kick it to the far side of the field. And he does. It bounces up, but right into the arms of one of the Eagles' up men. Looks like it's Goddard. And he just falls down at the 48 with 4 seconds remaining. And the Eagles will happily take a knee here and improve to 11-5 on the season. The Bills will fall to 11-5. And what a disappointing end to what was, for the most part on offense, a disappointing day.
It was an extremely disappointing day by this offense. You come alive with back-to-back touchdown drives to give yourself an opportunity to win that ball game, and you get a good play design by Joe Brady and just a lack of execution there, and the Bills are going to fall to a 1-point defeat here at home, and the one team in the league that Sean McDermott and Josh Allen haven't beaten, they're going to have to wait an even longer time to try and get that done.
So time expires as Jalen Hurts takes a knee, and the Eagles escape with a 13-12 victory. And we say this a lot, Eric. A lot of times, especially in this stadium, the Bills have to help you to beat them. And the Bills helped the Eagles beat them today.
They did. They didn't execute well on offense. They had the fumble early on in the game, which led to the only touchdown here in the entire game by the Eagles. A valiant effort by this defense here, as Josh Allen, generally one of the guys that sticks around after the game and shakes hands and talks to the other players, he runs off into the tunnel. He is upset with himself. It'll be interesting to hear that post-game press conference. But, you know, the Eagles have 5 sacks in the game, a tackle for loss. They had that one takeaway on the Josh Allen. Whether he threw it or fumbled, they're going to rule that a fumble and give the defense credit. They played well here today, holding this Eagles team to just 13 points, 17, I guess with the kneel down, we'll go down to 15 net yards here in the second half to give the Bills offense a chance to win that game, and they come up just short at the very end.
So that last touchdown scored by Josh Allen was his second of the game. The Toyota Drive Time is brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo